Hello. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Madam, can I load my PPT just now? Because there is no time after the unity function.
Uh, sir, some slides are there from our side. Uh, Once they are done with it, then we can.
So I will open it and keep it at
Yeah, sir,
minimum.
you can open and keep it. You can share it the moment your session is about to start.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Video.
अजय सर
Madam, I think we should start now because otherwise the next program may get delayed. Check once.
Okay, sir. We'll start within 2 minutes, sir. Still, some participants are trying to join.
Okay, madam.
They are messaging me.
Hello. Somebody speaking?
No, sir, no one is speaking because we are yet to start.
Okay, thank you. How do you? Hello.
Shall we start now, sir?
Yes, you can start, and before that, you should have an option, right? Muting all, right? Who is taking care?
Jokare sir is there.
So you should mute all, right? Whenever something happens like that, please mute.
Dobre sir.
Ma'am. Right, now we can start.
Now we can start. Thank you.
Sheikh ma'am. You
Yeah,
can start.
Okay, ma'am. Good evening to all. I, Dr. Mumtaz Sheikh, extend a very warm welcome to all the esteemed participants joining us today for this online ATAL FDP on From Ideas to Innovation, a Patent Landscape Approach to Science and Technology Correlations. Today we have with us Honorable Chief Guest for the inaugural session, Professor Dr. Shivaji Pawar Sir, Honorable Principal of NKOCET College of Engineering and Technology, Sholapur, Maharashtra, Dr. B.K. Songe Sir, Respected Vice Principal, Career Development, Dr. S.S. Methan, sir. Respected Vice Principal, Admin and Academics, Dr. V.K. Patki, sir. Dean Research and Development, Dr. S.S. Jagirdar, sir. First Year Head of Department, Professor S.D. Zadav, sir. Coordinator of the FDP, Dr. P.A. Ubale, ma'am. Co-coordinator, Dr. A.V. Sadlapurkar, ma'am. Faculty members of NKOCET Institute, and my dear participant members. To formally commence our proceedings, let us invoke the blessings of the divine. I now request you all to join me in virtually lighting the lamp, a symbolic gesture of knowledge and enlightenment. Thank you, sir. This FDP promises to be an enriching experience, providing valuable insights into the intricate relationship between scientific discoveries and technological advancements. We are thrilled to have a distinguished panel of experts who will be sharing their knowledge and expertise with us throughout the FDP. To present the outline and the key outcomes of this faculty development program, I would now like to extend a warm invitation to Dr. P.A. Ubale ma'am, the dedicated coordinator who spearheaded the successful implementation of this program. I now hand over to Dr. Ubale ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Respected dignitaries, esteemed faculty members, and dear participants. I, Dr. Panchashila Ubale, Assistant Professor, Nagesh Karasgi, Orchid College of Engineering and Technology, Solapur, honored to welcome you all to the 6 days ATAL Faculty Development Program on From Ideas to Innovation, a pattern landscape approach to science and technology correlations. As a coordinator of this program, I would like to express my gratitude to the All India Council for Technical Education for providing us an opportunity to host the ATAL FDP. This program is a testament to AICT's commitment to
Ma'am, you are muted.
Ma'am, you are not audible.
Ubale ma'am, you aren't audible.
Ma'am, probably you can turn off the video. So if there is bandwidth issue, you will not face any problem. Sheikh ma'am, I think she got disconnected.
Yes, sir. I'm trying to get back to her.
पण डायल केलेला नंबर सध्या व्यस्त आहे. कृपया थोड्या वेळानंतर पुन्हा प्रयत्न करा. आपके द्वारा डायल किया गया
Am I audible now?
Yes, ma'am, you are
Yes,
audible.
you are audible. You off the video, ma'am. Maybe that's the reason.
The theme of our FDP, From Ideas to Innovation, a Patent Landscape Approach, Science and Technology Correlation, is a critical area of focus for us as educators. As we navigate the complexities of 21st century, it is essential that we equip ourselves with the knowledge, skills, and attitudes necessary to address the challenges of our time. Over the next 6 days, we have lined up an exciting array of technical sessions. Our expert speakers will share their insight and experiences on various aspects of related topics. Every day, 2 expert talk will be there. On day 1, Dr. Shivaji Pawar, Director, Center for Research and Technology Development, Sinhagad Institute, Solapur, will have expert talk on science and technology road mapping. The next session on the same day will be conducted by Dr. Vidyarani Kshesagar, Vice Principal and Dean R&D at FAPTech Technical Campus College of Engineering and Research, Sangola. Her expert talk will be on the role of patents in fostering innovation, balancing, protection, and public access. On next day, that is day 2nd, Dr. Sheshnath Bhosle, Professor, Central University of Karnataka, UGC, will have an expert talk on development of nano and biotechnological tools using supramolecular chemistry. Next session on the next day will be from Mrs. Kalyani Ahir, CEO at Sinolect Innovation, Pune, and presently handling IPR cell at Savitribai Phule, Pune University under SPPU DIC, will deliver her knowledge of patent landscape. On third day, Dr. Vijay Kumar Shivpuje, Director, Patlex Business Solutions and IPR Advisor, IPSC, New Delhi, will throw a light on patent landscape analysis in biotechnology and pharmaceuticals. Next session on third day will be conducted by Dr. Sidramappa Dharane, patentee, self-employed, India. He will enlighten us with the topic innovation, sociology, and psychology. On fourth day, Dr. Shivaji Pawar will have expert talk on pharma trend shaping future landscape. The next session on fourth day will be from Dr. Debanjan Chakraborty, research engineer, senior postdoctoral fellow, Institute of Porous Material, Paris, is engaging with us the topic large-scale synthesis and shaping of metal organic frameworks and application in selective carbon dioxide capture. On fifth day, Dr. Parasharam Shirge, Professor, Department of Metallurgical Engineering and Material Science, Indian Institute of Technology, Indore, will deliver his talk on open innovation and collaborative R&D. The next session on fifth day will be from Dr. Padmakar Kelkar, CEO, Bright Star Electronics, Pune, Maharashtra, have a talk on patent, a case study. On last day, we will have 3 sessions starting from 2 p.m. The first session on a last day will be from Dr. Anuja Yadav, ASPS Fellow, Japan University, Tsukuba, Japan, will come up with topic Technology Readiness Level Scaling from Ideation to Startup. Second session on last day will be from Dr. Vivek Bagchi, Associate Professor, Scientist E-Grade, Energy and Environmental Research Laboratory, Institute of Nanoscience and Technology, Mohali, Punjab, will throw light on next generation energy harvesting for a cleaner, sustainable planet. Last session will be conducted by Dr. Suhit Gilda, Managing Director at Gilda's Nutrition, Satara, Maharashtra, will have talk on innovation trends in renewable energy and sustainability. From 7:30 p.m. to 8 p.m., we will have a valedictory session. There are some instructions for the participants. Every day, the sessions will start at 6 p.m. and end at 9 p.m. from 22nd January to 27 January. Please note that on 22nd January, no sessions are scheduled. On 28th January, the session will start at 2 p.m. and will be end at 8 p.m. with valedictory function. After completion of both sessions, the feedback of speakers will be conducted through Google link provided in chat box. Participants will fill the overall feedback of FDP on ATAL portal through their login on the last day, that is 28th January 2025. The overall test will be conducted on last day at 6:30 to 7:30 p.m. Participants, those who have 80% overall attendance for FDP throughout all sessions and 70% marks secured will get certificate. Okay, this is from my side. Before I conclude, I would like to thank our participants from industry, faculty members of various institutes, research scholars, and PG students for sparing time to enroll for this program. Your active participation and engagement are crucial to the success of this FDP. Lastly, I would like to acknowledge the efforts of our organizing team who have worked tirelessly to make this FDP a success. Thank you once again, and I wish you all a productive and enriching experience over the next 6 days. Now, I would like to hand over this session for further proceeding to Dr. Mumtaz Sheikh ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am, on your detailed briefings about the FDP. Moving on, I now invite our Honorable Principal, Dr. B.K. Songe, sir, who is the source of motivation in organizing this FDP. I request sir to address us.
Am I audible, madam?
Yes, sir, you are audible.
I welcome to all the participants, resource persons, and the dignitaries and the delegates from various organizations. I first thank to my team who has taken a very relevant topic for this FDP. You all know that in educational institutes, we shape the future of our student. And there are three elements. One is a faculty member, student, and then the third element is the institute. As a faculty member, we have to develop students in curricular, co-curricular, and extension activities. These are the three activities that we have to do. You know that heat, if you take, it will flow from, I am a technical person, so I will talk in technical language. You know, heat flow from high temperature to low temperature. Chemical species flow from high concentration to low concentration. Electricity flow from high potential to low potential. So in short, everything is flowing from high to low. In the same way, knowledge also, it will flow from high to low. So that means high knowledge level to low knowledge level, it will flow. That means indirectly, I want to say that the faculty members should be on the higher side. in knowledge. Then only the knowledge will flow from faculty to students, and the student will gain the knowledge. Then faculty members, if they want to be highly knowledge level, then they have to be updated on regular basis. And just to update it, we are conducting such kind of workshops. Developing the students in curricular activities is our main aim of our profession. We are developing the students in curricular, co-curricular and extension activity. Out of that, developing the students in curricular activities is the main job of the teachers. Then they have to develop accordingly. So faculty members, they are teaching various subjects, but out of that, one main curricular activity, that is the projects. So faculty members, they have to develop the students considering project-based learning and problem-based learning. If you want to practice the project-based learning, then it should start from ideation. Before that, it should start from defining the societal problem, societal need, and then asking the students to ideate, and then pursuing the ideation continuously till the product gets developed. And once that product gets developed at lab level, then it is to be patented. And even after patenting, the faculty member should not stop. Faculty member and students, they should not stop. They should commercialize this patent. I observe many patents, they are just getting grant and they are lying in the laboratories. Product, patent, everything is lying in the laboratory, unutilized. So faculty members, they have to patent it, and after patenting, they have to commercialize, and they have to motivate the students to start the startups, and then incubate the students in your institute, and then make that student free as an entrepreneur in the market. Then definitely, if you follow this path, then a very good student will be developed, and he will not be behind the placement. In fact, he will give the placements to the students. If the faculty members keeps this approach, then definitely there will be a divine satisfaction. I am using the word divine satisfaction because in this profession of teaching and learning, teacher is teaching and student is learning, but actually both should work together to have a divine satisfaction. When both will achieve the divine satisfaction, when more and more number of startups, they will come out through the institutes, then such kind of divine satisfaction will happen in teacher and students. So this should be the thinking level. Then definitely the institutes will develop, student will develop, and our community will develop. community means science and technology community will develop, and then the country will develop. So these are my words on this inaugural occasion of this FDP. So with these few words, I end my short speech on this occasion, and I extend best of luck to all the participants for divine learning. Just I said the concept of divine teaching and learning, and let us hope at the end of this FDP, all the faculty members, they will get satisfied with the outcomes, and finally they will ensure that their knowledge level has increased, and it is definitely more than the students, because nowadays, due to this mobiles and other AI tools, the student is very fast. So that's why, to catch that the speed of the student, faculty members also should be very fast, and their level should be higher than the student level. So that thing you have to ensure at the end of this FDP. Then I can assume that the true motto of this FDP is served. With these few words, I end. Thank you one and all. Over to organizer.
Thank you, sir, for your words of appreciation and motivation. You rightly focused on the importance of such FDPs, leading into the growth and development of a teaching faculty, which will ultimately lead into the progress of the students. As you rightly said, that if the students are given the real life learning, if they are molded in the right way, ultimately it will lead into divine learning and a sort of divine satisfaction. Thank you, sir. Now, I would like to take this opportunity to introduce you all to the chief guest of the inaugural event, Professor Dr. Shivaji Pawar sir, who has an illustrious career. Professor Dr. Shivaji Pawar is presently working as the Director, Center for Research and Technology Developments, Sinhagad Institute, Solapur. He is the Emeritus Scientist, CSIR Delhi, and the Distinguished Professor and former Vice Chancellor of D.Y. Patil University, Kolhapur. Prior to these positions, he has handled various designations as Professor and Head of Physics Department, Director, BCUD, Registrar of University, Dean of Science Faculty and Coordinator, School of Energy Studies at Shivaji University, Kolhapur. He has initiated and worked as founder director of 3 different multi-faculty interdisciplinary research centers at TKIT Varnanagar, Sinhagad Institute Solapur, and Anikant Education Society Baramati. Dr. Pawar has guided 78 research scholars leading to their PhD degrees, 52 in Shivaji University and 26 in D.Y. Patil University, Kolhapur. He has published more than 1,000 research papers, contributed to 40 book chapters, edited 15 books, and obtained 12 patents. By virtue of these achievements, he has been featured as top 2% scientist in the globe. He has worked as professor, scientist at many more universities and institutions all over the globe. Presently, he is working as a mentor to many doctoral, postdoctoral fellows and guiding more than 60 UG, PG research scholars. His research interest includes solid state physics, material science, energy science, nanoscience and nanomedicine, nanobiotechnology, atmospheric nanoscience, agricultural nanotechnology, and Ayurvedic bio-nanocomposites. Recently, he has edited the books entitled Silk Fibroin, Advances in Applications and Research, published by Nova Science Publishers, USA. And the second book, Nanotechnology Applications in Medicinal Plants and Their Bio-Nanocomposites, an Ayurvedic Approach, published by Cambridge Scholars Press, UK. Well, after having a glimpse of Sir's accolades, we are eager to hear and get enlightened with the words of an intellectual persona. I now request Professor Dr. Shivaji Pawar sir to address the gathering.
Hello,
Yes, sir, you are audible.
am I audible?
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Good evening to you all. Honorable Principal Dr. B.K. Songe, the coordinator of the program, Dr. P.A. Ubale, the co-coordinator, Dr. A.V. Sadalpure, M.A. Sheikh, and distinguished speakers and enthusiastic participants, media persons, ladies and gentlemen. At the outset, let me thank the organizing committee, specifically Principal Dr. Songe and Dr. Mrs. Ubale, for giving me this opportunity as the chief guest for the inaugural function. I'm understood that the total number of participants has crossed more than 300. I take this opportunity to congratulate the coordinator and her team for these great efforts. This FDP is related to from ideas to innovation, a patent landscape approach to science and technology. The success of the FDP depends on the quality of the speakers, and I'm glad that all the speakers have made the great achievements in their career. Further, it's very, to get the FDP sanctioned, where Dr. Ubale applied to FDP, I was in Australia, and she contacted me from Solapur to, Australia. We have a lot of discussions, and she applied for this particular program, and I'm very happy that it's a very, very rare to get it sanctioned for this Orchid Coalition. I congratulate Dr. Ubale, principal and his team for getting this FDP sanctioned. This FDP is named after the former Prime Minister, Sri Atal Bihari Vajpayee. I have heard his many lectures. In his lecture, he quoted that छोटे मन से बड़ा नहीं होता, टूटे मन से खड़ा नहीं होता. I'm indeed very happy. Exactly the same thing has happened for this FDP, followed by Principal Dr. Songe and Coordinator Dr. Ubali. How difficult it was, Dr. Ubali, to get this FDP sanctioned. As a chief guest of this Atal Bihari Vajpayee, I declare that the FDP program has been declared for its further, processing. I take this opportunity, hope that this FDP with eminent speakers, the participants will be benefited. Thank you very much for the patient listening. Jai Hind, Jai Technology.
Thank you, sir, for your words of motivation that will help us drive the FDP successfully. We believe this FDP will equip participants with the necessary tools and knowledge to navigate the complexities of the innovation landscape and translate their scientific ideas into successful commercial ventures. We encourage all participants to actively engage in the discussions, ask questions, and share their valuable insights. Let us make the most of this opportunity to learn, grow, and connect with one another.
You don't-
So thank you, sir. Let's get started with the first session. Today we have with us a multifaceted academician who has significant contributions in the field of academics, research, and administration. We are eager to hear Professor Dr. Shivaji Pawar sir's insights. Sir, I now invite you for the expert talk on the topic Science and Technology Road Mapping. And I now hand over the session to sir.
Madam, can I share my slides?
Yes, sir.
PPT, please share.
We need to stop sharing, I think so, from our
Yes, sir.
side.
Just a minute.
PPT.
Yes, sir. Now you are the host, so you can share the PPT.
I have shared the PPT. Have you got it?
No, sir, it's not visible over here. You have shared?
Yeah, I have shared. Yeah, please.
No, sir. Unshare it once and again share it.
Yes. Share.
Sir, first you need to share the screen.
Yes, I'm just here. First thing. Now you got it?
Yeah, sir.
Yes.
Now it is there. Make it full screen, sir. I think
Full
so.
screen. Screen. Time. Full screen. Have you got it? Full screen?
It's not completely visible, sir. Like half part of the PPT. Yeah, now it is.
Uh-huh. Now it is. But full screen.
Mm. Sir, you have shared the PPT from the drive?
Type. Just I'm trying here.
Sir, let me guide you. That PPT is opening through the browser, sir. I think it's on the drive. If you have downloaded that file and if you open it through Office, then it will go on full screen. It's opening in the browser. That is why it is not getting full screen.
Okay, I will try.
Yes, sir.
Ma'am, download and open it.
Down.
Don't open it in the drive.
नहीं
Download it. Yeah. Have you downloaded it?
हाँ yes sir yes madam
Yeah, and then open the PPT. Unshare this. Otherwise, this will be coming up repeatedly. Once unshare it and then again share. Start sharing and then go to the PPT that you have opened.
ये नहीं
मैम अभी पहले आप स्टॉप शेयरिंग करो. यू गो फॉर स्टॉप
हाँ.
शेयरिंग.
Stop sharing.
स्टॉप शेयरिंग करो.
Nice.
Sir, you have sent the PPT to us.
But that's not correct. I mean, just I have modified it.
Okay, okay.
Okay, just my technician is coming. Just 1 minute.
By the time sir is downloading the PPT and it will be presented, I have some guidelines for the participants. Many of you have joined correctly with your unique ID number and then your name. So still some participants are there who have not renamed their profile with a unique ID number. So it's a request to all that click on your name in the participant list and rename it. Rename in a way that first will be your unique ID number and then your name, so that it will become easy for us to identify you in the participant list. Thank you.
Sir, there is a open with option over there, na?
Yeah, just my technician is coming.
Even you can, I think so, do with that. Open with slides. That will open the complete PPT.
Okay.
Otherwise, you can mail it to the organizer and they will open it from here. It is
No, I have modified it, so I just.
so modified also. If you can, please send it to them so that
Yeah.
they
Shortcut is inside.
हॅलो.
Just
हा, सरांच्या इथे कोण ऑपरेट करतायत? फक्त त्याच पीपीटीला ऑफिस मधून ओपन करा. ते ब्राउझर मधून ओपन झालंय. डाउनलोडेड फाईल कुठे आहे बघा आणि तिथून डबल क्लिक करून ओपन करा त्याला.
open and share झाला.
ओपन आहे बघा PPT सर.
हे पहिलं शेअरिंग जे आहे ते स्टॉप करा पहिल्यांदा. किंवा राहू दे, जर तुम्ही पूर्णच हे नाही, हे पीपीटी फाईल डाउनलोड केलेली आहे का ऑलरेडी सर? ती कुठे आहे? तुम्ही ते डाऊन ॲरोचं बटन दिसतंय बघा, तिथं कुठं आलेलं आहे का ह्याच्यामध्ये फोल्डरमध्ये तुमच्या? फोल्डरमध्ये आलेली असायला पाहिजे. ती तुम्ही आता नेटवरनं डायरेक्ट ओपन करताय, त्याच्यामुळे ते ब्राउझरवर दिसतंय.
सर, ओपन विथ स्लाइड्स केलं तर येईल ना?
तरी पण चालेल. ओपन विथ स्लाइड्स केलं
ओपन
तरी
विथ
चालेल.
क्लिक करा.
तिथं ओपन विथ वर क्लिक करा आणि त्याला स्लाइड्स करा. हा,
नाही.
याला डाउनलोड करा ह्या फाईलला.
आपल्या हॉटेलमध्ये This can we
करेक्ट स्लाइड शो कर हाँ स्लाइड शो करा त्याला
slide show correct.
स्लाइड शो करा बस
Full slide show.
वर ऑप्शन आहे स्लाइड शो
Yes.
हाँ करेक्ट करेक्ट हाँ फ्रॉम बिगिनिंग ग्रीन बटन दिसतंय साईडला हाँ करेक्ट
Now it's all right.
आता फक्त yes sir
sir.
now only with the arrow key you can go to the next slide now
Oh, that's fine.
yes
Yes.
okay
Okay. Sorry for the inconvenience, friends. In this particular talk, I'm going to talk on science and technology road mapping for Viksit Bharat. Here you can see the picture my Sinhagad Institute, and you can see that the Sinhagad Institute over there are the clouds. And specifically, I'm very happy to tell you that the Sinhagad Institute have a collaborative program, maybe 2.5 crore program, specifically cloud seeding. And you know that the Solapur district is a dry district. We wanted to have the water, and that's why specifically cloud seeding and getting the artificial rain is a big program is going on here at the Sinhagad Institute, Solapur. With this background, now you can see that considering the science and technology road mapping, I'm happy to tell you that now the people are trying for multi-faculty international research, but since last 10 years, here we have established a Center for Research and Technology Development to meet the challenges of the 21st century. And in order to meet the challenges of 21st century, here we are trying the scientific research. Specifically, you know that the 21st century is the century of nanoscience and nanotechnology. So our main focus, that is the scientific research with the nanoscience and nanotechnology. Then energy security. So in case of energy security, you know that yatra shakti tatra jivanam, wherever there is a energy, there is a life. And for that purpose, here in our center, we are fully concentrated on the renewable energy, nuclear energy efforts. At the same time, there's environment protection, that is save the earth. So some of our projects, some of the faculty members, they're involved in the research in the environment protection. At the same time, it is not only for the research, but technology development is very important. And at the same time, we also gone for healthcare things. So in plan of the presentation, challenge of the 21st century, the Viksit Bharat. Here we are trying to, I'm making the presentation. That is, you know that recently, a year before, our Prime Minister has declared the vision for the India, the Viksit Bharat. And so I will concentrate in my lecture first the challenge of 21st century for Viksit Bharat. And these challenges, specifically science and technology roadmap. So what is the roadmap for the Viksit Bharat? That's I'm going to, then later on, technology for our energy future, silk fiber oil and sericulture resources, asset-based energy conversion devices, and this thing. So here we can see that the Viksit Bharat 2047, that is voice of the youth collaborative approach for a developed nation. In case of the Viksit Bharat, recently, the MIT Pune, they have organized a 3-day meet of the scientists. They have selected 100 scientists from all over the country, top scientists all over the country. And in 3 days, they have conducted how the India should go for the Viksit Bharat. Fortunately, I was one of the scientists who was invited, participated in that. In that particular meeting, I focused on, if at all, if you want to go for the Viksit Bharat, success of the Viksit Bharat, you know that the Viksit Bharat specifically, 70% people, they are in the rural area and 30% in the urban area. So unless and until you concentrate your research and technology, specifically the rural development, and so I made the presentation. So depending on that, then we thought that, sir, put the line. So,
sir Sorry to interrupt you. Just now I seen the notification on your screen that your battery is low. Please ensure that the laptop is connected to charger, sir,
Yes.
so that we will not face any problem.
Okay, okay. Just palikad, sir.
Yes.
Now, oh. I connect. Now, is it all right? I think I have made
Yes, sir.
the yeah. But say the. I think. So Viksit Bharat, in order to implement the Viksit Bharat, so how one should go? So we know that whatever countries they are there in the world, they're classified into the three categories. That is developing countries, underdeveloped countries, and developed and developing and underdeveloped countries. So here you can see that what do you mean by developed country? Specifically, the progress of the society depends on, here you can see in this picture that the primitive man and then collector and hunter man. So, and then you can see that the modern industrial society. So this, I mean, the growth of the society, progress of the society. So that is the sequence of this. And here you can see the numbers, that is 8.5 or 20. So these are the energy consumption per capita. So it means that if you want to have the modern society or developed society, then you must have the energy, increasing energy for the society. Here you can see in the picture, human development index. So here on the x-axis, you can see the numbers, and these numbers, they are the energy capital consumption per head, that is kilowatt hour. So here and then on this y-axis, you can see the human development index. So here you can see that the maximum energy Canada, so they are consuming maximum energy, US, Australia, Netherlands, Italy. So it means that their energy consumption is higher. So these countries, they are the developed countries. And if you go ahead, when there is energy consumption is less, it means that the developing countries, here you can see the India. So India is lying somewhere. It means that 0.6. And so it is on developing countries. And below that, there are underdeveloped countries. It means that if you want to go from developing country to the developed country, you have to increase the index, and that the annual per capita electricity use. And that is the criteria for the development. It means that suppose India wanted to be a developed country, it means that you have to, may produce the more and more energy, give more and more comforts to your people. And the main advantage, why India wanted to transform from the developing to the developed country, because in India, we are giving the good training to the student, but their aim is they wanted to go Canada, they want to go to US, Australia, for the developed countries. And it means that though India is spending 20 lakhs, 30 lakhs to prepare a top student, and ultimately they are going outside, it means that we are the loser. So you want to stop this brain drain. It's very essential to transform from India from the developing country to the developed country. And that's why the Viksit Bharat 2047, at present, we have completed, we have completed 75 years, but what is the status in the developing country? Here you can see that the Viksit Bharat, it means that during the last 75 years, India has demonstrated some quantum leap in some of the capabilities. So you can see that when you go to science and technology, a roadmap, we have to see that science and technology roadmap for Viksit Bharat, we have to see that exactly what is the present status of the India. So India has made some good things, good progress. Specifically, India has demonstrated quantum leap capabilities across, that is sports, Jan-Dhan accounts, and the COVID, specifically COVID, India has done excellent work, and they have given a good example for the world. That is, India has done a lot of good things. Similarly, Chandrayaan and then climate climate goals. And then you can see that. So these are the positive points for healthcare. So many in the globe, many more people that are coming to India to get the healthcare benefits. So India has done good things, education, and then India. So these are the achievements for this. This is a present status. Similarly, so India wanted to project, so you want to transform from developing to a developed country. What is the projected growth? Specifically, today, that is the fifth largest economy in the world. In 2027, India wanted to be, this is roadmap, science and technology roadmap. So basically, 2027, they wanted to go for third largest economy, and 2047, that is poised to be the US 30 trillion economy. So this is the projected growth. If you want to go from the developing country to developed country. Presently, after declaration of the Prime Minister, that is Viksit Bharat for next 25 years, we have to go ahead. What is the beginning? They have already begun. That is Viksit Bharat Sankalp Yatra. Then Amrit Kal Vimarsha, Wise of the Youth. Some things they are already initiated by our country. But then understanding Viksit Bharat Sankalpa. What is the Sankalp Yatra? Specifically, the key objective of the Sankalp Yatra, it means that to achieve the target of the Viksit Bharat in 2047, specifically reaching the unreached. It means that our country, there are, I mean, if you take the spectrum of the wealth, so it is vast, and so many people. So reaching the unreached, so one of the target. Similarly, the information dissemination, it means whatever, I mean, the research is going on, whatever development is going on, we have to disseminate the information. At the same time, learning from the citizens, especially rural area, potential beneficiary for the enrollment. So this is the thing. And key features for this Viksit Bharat Science and Technology Vision Mission. So public, this is discussions through the lectures, just like now organized this particular, FDP program. So this is public. So similarly, deliver the public lectures, sensitize the motivated to the youth and the knowledge beneficial. So this is how administration. So the administration plays a great role. Similarly, the academic institutions, just like your Orchard College are organizing, and Principal Sir has told that how the students, they wanted to make awareness the new thing. Similarly, teachers. So here in this particular FDP program, most of the teachers they are in it, and so orient teacher, once they listen this thing, they will orient the students and guide them about their role to make in Viksit Bharat India. So similarly, the envision on the role of they are going to play to make the India that is a clean environment is very important. So for that purpose, so statistic, we just consider GDP, as I told you the earlier figure, that is how the, energy index, the human development index. Now here you can see that there's some statistics at present. Presently, in 2007, go for 16.1 and 2.5, 720. It means that if you want to next 25 years, we have to try for increasing the GDP from 6.7 at present to 29. Similarly, another, so this is total country GDP. Similarly, for the capita GDP at the current prices. So here you can see that the 4,000, that is 2013, 418 from 1047, our per capita income should be raised from 4.2 to this thing. So then, we have to, at the same time, we have to invest. So at present, $195 So here 1.29, so trillion. So we have savings, we have to go increase from to 702 this thing. So then you can see that how it go. Specifically, as I told you that Yatra Shakti Tatra Jivana, wherever there is energy, there is a life. It's very important. If you consider the top 10 problems of next 50 years, energy is the most important. And so at present, the India is importing petrol at 80%. So we are unless until, and then we are spending a lot of money on this petrol and diesel. So our money is going outside. So unless and until we have to make the energy self-sufficient program, this thing. And here you can, for that purpose, you can see that the human top 10 problems for next 50 years. In order to make this vision, science and technology roadmap, we have to consider that what is the problem for next 50 years for the globe as well as for the India. So energy, water, food, environment, poverty, terrorism, and war, disease, education, democracy, population, these are the 10 different index. Specifically at CRTD, Shanghai Institute, we have already started maybe 10 years before. We have given the priority for this energy, environment, water resources, healthcare, our Center for Research and Technology. If we consider the energy conservation, why? It means that the existing supply of the energy and short, so existing demand. So there is a difference. And for that purpose, it's very essential to go for the energy. So how to solve this problem? So for that purpose, in science and technology, make the roadmap specifically with the following solution. That is awareness campaign. We have to create the awareness campaign, training to the industry, energy summit, energy norms, and similarly the demo projects, award schemes. We have to award scheme research on the energy. So here, in order to try this thing, I'm concentrating in science and technology roadmap, specifically the energy. At present, though we have become the independent for 75 years, if you ask, have you become the energy independence? The answer is no. Still, we are depending on foreign countries. So for that purpose, the main source of the energy is the sun, and we have to concentrate that for the how to get the sun energy. If you look at the sun energy, the main source, at roadmap, science and technology roadmap, we have to see that what is the incoming solar energy and then how it is utilized this thing. Here you can see this in the slide. Similarly, here you can see the energy is coming earth and this environmental problem you can explain from this figure. So the green environment is very important and that is solving the, environmental problem that is very important. So for that purpose, so if you consider due to the making use of large use of petrol and diesel, so there is a increase in the CO2 and increase in temperature. And this increase in CO2 specifically due to the, vehicles and all this. The prediction of global mean temperature, increase in global mean temperature. So for that purpose, when you make the science and technology roadmap, these points must be considered while developing. And so specifically, in my lecture that you have given me science and technology roadmap, specifically the roadmap one has to follow everybody program. Roadmap for the industry, science and technology roadmap are used in specifically industry. So industry can say what is the present status. So long-term planning, middle-term planning, long-term planning, so to make the roadmap. So similarly, science and technology roadmap are used in industry, government, academia, to portray the structural relationship among science, technology, and application. Specifically, I'm very happy that Government of India, with the, technology, that is TIFAC, technology information, and the assessment, this thing. So they have made a science and technology roadmap for India. And the TIFAC has made science and technology in India, specifically in the 2035. So they made the technology by TIFAC, this roadmap, science technology roadmap for India. So here you can see that different technologies, specifically water, food, and then universal health care. So these are individual areas. The 12 parameters they have projected in the science and technology roadmap 2037. So our TIFAC, they have, with the help of their scientists, they have made the science and technology roadmap for the India. Now here you can see that. So here in this picture, whatever the attempts one has to make, that is energy consumption, conversion, nanotechnology. So these are all these things are listed here. It is specifically technology, nuclear energy, and then 3D printing. So this is given by the TIFAC, the science and technology. So science and technology roadmap is described in this particular figure. Now, this science and technology roadmap for India has been made by the TIFAC. Specifically, the contribution has been made by here you can see the different topmost scientists in the India. They have come, they came together and they decided, they made a, this roadmap, science center roadmap. Here you can note that the professor, Anil Kakodkar, he's the chairman of the, and we are proud that he's a person from Maharashtra. So this whole team, he's a leader of the whole team and the chairman for the TIFAC. He has leaded this thing. So science and technology roadmap for the nation for 2045, 2035, they have made this thing. Now, you know that this is not a simple thing. So, ek akela tak jayega, sati haath badana. That's why it comes, the success comes only with the teamwork. So, teamwork is very, very essential for this thing. And for that purpose, as I told you that the 21st century is the century of nanoscience and nanotechnology. And specifically, when I just told that to begin with, I'm concentrating only out of the 10 top 10 problems, I'm concentrating specifically the first problem, that is energy. And specifically at present, in order to, achieve the target science and technology, achieve this target for the energy, run for the sun on the wheels of nanotechnology. Energy nanotech a grand challenge, specifically in this science and technology roadmap. So it is, we have considered that. So suppose the solar energy, as I showed the picture of the sun, from the sun is the main source of the energy. So why not to harvest the sun for the solving or to meet the goal of science and technology for the. So photovoltaics, so the drop cost by, it's very costly. So you have to target it that the cost must be dropped down to 100 fold. Similarly, photocatalytic reduction of CO2. Now, excess due to the environment, the lot of CO2 more. So how to reduce the CO2? And this specifically photocatalytic reduction of the CO2, another target. Then direct photoconversion light plus water to produce hydrogen. So hydrogen is the main source of the energy. And since water is plenty on the earth, 3/4 of the earth is occupied by the water ocean. So, and whatever energy you require, the hydrogen has the highest energy concentration. So to produce the hydrogen, and so this hydrogen is used for the fuel cell. Specifically, fuel cells are the energy production. One can say that since it is run on the hydrogen, and for the hydrogen, you can get it from water. So one can say that rather than using the petrol and diesel in the vehicle, put the water only in the vehicle and run the vehicle. So run the vehicles rather than petrol and diesel, run the water. For that purpose, similarly, batteries and supercapacitors is another area where nanotechnology has made the revolution. Similarly, S2 storage is a big problem. Then power cables, superconductor. For that purpose, I'm glad that Nova Science Publisher, this you can see that the application of nanotechnology to meet the challenges of the 21st century. Here, progress and prospects in nanoscience today, Shivaji Pawar. I'm glad that this book has been published. I have published this particular book by the Nova Science Publisher, USA in 2000. And here in this book, I have narrated, I have described, there are 14 chapters. In 14 chapters, I have described how one can go for make use of science, nanotechnology for harnessing the energy. So here I have given some glimpses of the advances in the materials for solid oxide fuel cells. As I told you that, put the water and run the vehicles. But what is the principle for that? So we have to do science and technology for specifically Viksit Bharat. So we have to consider that the petrol vehicles, and that is possible with the help of the fuel cells. So what is the mechanism of fuel cell? Here you can see in the picture of the mechanism of fuel cell. So these are some of the products with this thing. And similarly, specifically advantage of the fuel cell. So fuel cell plant, so direct energy conversion, no combustion, and so no question of the production of the CO2. It's a clean environment, it's a clean energy source. No moving parts in the energy conversion. Now, whatever other devices, energy conversion, they are moving parts, and there is there's some lifetime. But here in this case, no moving parts. This is a very simple mechanism. It is a quiet, no noise and this thing. So then demonstrated the high availability of lower temperature units, then sighting ability, fuel flexibility. You can use this thing. Then demonstrated endurance, good performance of design, load operation, molecular, installation and modular installation, and the remote we can install anywhere in the country. So rapid load following capability. So these are the advantages of the fuel cells for the future science and technology roadmap, specifically Vikashit Bharat. So for that purpose, it's a very essential that is materials characteristic requirement for the fuel cell. Okay, so this we have to try for these things. Similarly, here is one more very interesting device that we have done in my laboratory earlier, which was Australia, the DRDO, Defense Research Organization. They have sanctioned a project specifically for single chamber. So solid oxide fuel cell operating SOFC and its possibility. So here you can see a planar rather than the three-dimensional. You can make the planar solar cells like this. So here, advantage of solid oxide fuel cells, the efficiency, reliability, mobility. So in 21st century, at the end of 2047, we must try this particular technology. The new developments in solar technology is a very important, is a planar technology. Specifically, when we talk about the technology, planar technology, you know that when you're talking the rural area, and most of the rural area, we have to the biogas plant. In biogas plant, we have the CO2, hydrogen, so that either. So one can, if you develop a technology that to develop this SOFC based on the biogas, and that is the rural development is there. So here some of the papers published by our group, these things, and so making use of the fuel cell when it's use transfer with the hydrogen and with the help of water and with this technology is very important. At the same time, it's always said that when you talk about the science and technology, Vikashit Bharat, or maybe the science and technology in India, it's always said that Tuza hai, tuza pasi, parituzaga chukalashi. Friends, everybody here, we see that biomass. Biomass unit, we must give the concentrate, specifically tell the roadmap, we must, biomass in the rural area, rural is 70% people that there. If you concentrate your research efforts towards the biomass energy, that will be fantastic. And for that purpose, biodiesel is another parameter in the roadmap. And biodiesel, that is the Trepa plant, can be prepared by the farmers. So it means that why not to use the farmers so that farmers will get the additional income, and so India really will become the independent. These things. So biofuel, so the bioethanol, biodiesels, they are there. Similarly, as I told you, biogas is a very important parameter that biogas plant. Specifically, government has given 100% subsidy to install the biogas plants. However, many of the things, their biogas is low quality. There's no sufficient hydrogen. So for that purpose, we have developed is a biofuel. We have designed this container where we can increase the concentration of hydrogen in the biogas. It's a very interesting. Now, since I told you that 70% is rural, especially the farmers, here you can see that every farmers, they are having the cows. Cows are forever. One cow produces methane gas equivalent to 225 liters of petrol per year. It means that methane gas answer to the oil import. So rather than importing the oil, spending a lot of money and creating a lot of problem. So if one farmer, it means that if you concentrate your in science and technology roadmap, given more weightage to the rural area, farmers, their products, and specifically the cows. In addition to the just producing the milk, one can produce the methane. You can rather than a petrol pump. Here you can see the petrol pump rather than petrol pump. So just with this particular station, methane station, will have the cows. See, and similarly hydrogen energy. That was the mission status in India, the science and technology roadmap for the Vikashit Bharat. We have to concentrate these are the technologies. Similarly, the wind energy is available everywhere. India has three, side ocean, and you have seen that at the ocean border, at the border of the ocean and land, there's plenty of wind is there. So why not to make use of that particular wind? So India has already concentrated working on that line, and these are the windmills. This will be another area to make the India energy self-sufficient. It's a very interesting, the superconductors for energy. On one side, we are talking of the very, ordinary technology, but here is the superconductors for our energy future. I'm indeed very happy to let you know that in 1987, there was a Nobel Prize given that is invention of the high tissue superconductor. And when high tissue superconductor, my group has started one of the leading group in synthesizing the high tissue superconductor. Because of the high tissue superconductor, whatever work we have done, I was invited to Cambridge as a visiting professor to explain, that is, produce the how the high tissue superconductor, that is specifically we have developed a new technology for the that is electrochemical technology and made high tissue superconductor electrochemical based technology. So here the important is the law of conservation of energy. When superconductors are put to commercial use, it will be possible to travel in a car from Hyderabad to Mumbai on just 1 liter of petrol. First, you imagine what a fantastic, technology, science and technology. It means that in future, when you make the India independent roadmap, science and technology roadmap, it's very essential to concentrate on superconductor. I'm glad to let you know that based on the research that we have produced in the science and superconductor, there was a 10 scientists from 7 countries. We have made a plan that is to make the magnetically levitate train based on the superconductor. So that I was one of the partner of that thing. So this is the integrated approach for power generation with the superconductor. In superconductors, they have generation, transmission, storage, and usage of these things. They are there. So these are the things. At the same time, the nuclear power plant is another very interesting. The government. I'm indeed very happy that now you might be knowing that when this ATAL faculty is declared in the name of the Atal Bihari Vajpayee Atal Faculty Development Program. Actually, in the year 2019, when the session was going on, specifically there's a atomic energy explosion, and at that time, there was a message from the specifically the scientists from the BRC, Anil Kakodkar and our president Abdul Kalam. They were part of this particular program, and they were underground because you know that in 1974, when Indira Gandhi first made the atomic energy explosion, and then later on, the America, put the ban on the, say, fuel, and that is, so for that purpose, so later on, Anil Kakodkar, so he, when Anil, APJ Kalam and Vajpayee, during Vajpayee, they put this thing, removed the ban and the nuclear power. Here you can see that this is one of the science and technology roadmap, must be one of the important parts of this thing. After declaration of the 2019, that Anil Kakodkar and by Dr. Our Prime Minister Vajpayee, they convinced America and they removed the ban on the uranium-235. And the first power plant was designed, the biggest power plant was given at the Jaitapur. And when the Jaitapur power station was installed, it started initiated. At that time, that was a Jaitapur, and there were a lot of agitations they were there. Incidentally, at that time, as the Vice Chancellor of the D.Y. Patil University, the BARC sanctioned 3 major projects of 1.5 crores, how to support the Jaitapur power station. And due to awards agitation, there's one problem was, one objection was, due to installation of the Jaitapur power station, there will be the lot of people, they will go away. That's why I visited this particular, that is Madban Beach. Specifically, I myself and the MP Chavgaonkar from the BRC Mumbai, our team handled this particular project. And here you can see that, so due to this, you can, this nuclear energy, and then, sorry. So here, at that time, there's a lot of agitation that there, and the people, there were not many, people they were making against. So at that time, the BRC people tried to convince, but then the irritators, they said that, oh, you are the servant of the BRC, that's why you are protecting the atomic energy, so we don't agree. So then at that time, since I had 3 major projects from the BRC and I have done this thing, so then they said that, oh, Dr. Pawar is the Vice Chancellor of the D.Y. Patil, she's not our man, but he is the public, he's man from the society. And then he said that it is safe to go ahead with the Jagdalpur nuclear power. So this is the interview. My interview was taken by DNA and published in the, and this interview was, but to public, and the public, okay, they got convinced, okay, there not be, so that agitation was subsidized this thing. And for that purpose, specifically, Manav Vikasati Satyapurna Urja Shashwati. Here you can see that this is the article, you know, that Anil Kakodkar, who was the director of BARC, and same time he was the secretary to the government of DA, Department of Energy, and Dr. Anil Kakodkar and myself has made written a book chapter, that is Manav Vikasati Satyapurna in Marathi, and for that this thing. And this is the model that Dr. Anil Kakodkar and Ashik Pawar model, specifically Urja Nirimati, because you know that Urja, this thing. So this is the model that I have explained this thing. Similarly, as I told you that if we all want to go for the science and technology roadmap for the Viksit Bharat, it's a very interesting that in the, Srinagar Institute, the CRTD, we have organized 2 international conferences on silk fiber and sericulture resources. You know that sericulture business, it is nothing but it is very related to the cotton industry, and you know that the Solapur is the main district of the cotton industry, silk industry, they are there. And then in case of the silk industry, sericulture business, government has given 100% subsidy to the farmers to go for the sericulture business. Sericulture business, it means that cultivate the mulberry plants, and from mulberry plants, silkworm, the silkworm produce the silk palm, and then here in Solapur, we have a big program on silk fiber and sericulture resources, new technology, innovative products, and variety of jobs for Viksit Bharat 2042. So here I advocate that whatever, it is most of the young scientists, they must start doing the research on this thing. And here at the same, based on this thing, I have written a book here. So specifically silk fiber, the first time when I was the Vice Chancellor of Deopat University, we have used silk fiber rather than making use of the silk sarees. We made the silk fiber biocomponent. We made some wound dressing material, and I have published a lot of work in the silk application of silk fiber in medicine, silk fiber in electronics. And so in 2020, when 2022, 2023, a lot of work published all over the world. But the Nova Science publisher wanted to publish a book. And at that time they tried, but they were not found. Then they thought that who is the person who has made a maximum contribution? So they went to the Google, they found out that, oh, Ashik Pawar has published lot many papers. So why not entrust the responsibility of editing the book on silk fiber? So this is the book that I published just 2 years before this thing. And here, sericulture resources. So these are the things for sericulture resources. So Ministry of Textile. So it is cotton industry, jute industry, and silk industry. So up till now, from 2047, since the independence till now, there are 11 research centers that are established to help the sericulture business. Sericulture, if you look at the globe, after China, India is the second largest country. India is the second country which produces the largest product of the silk saree, exporting silk saree. It's a good business for the India get the foreign currency. And for that purpose, so here we can see that this silk fiber sericulture. So this is how this is the picture sericulture. So this is cycle of the sericulture, this thing called presently by the 100% subsidy to the government, to the farmers by the government. Say farmers, they are cultivating these cocoons, and the cocoons they are used for making the silk fibers that are used for the silk cotton. But in my university, rather than making use of silk sarees, we produce wind dressing materials, which is a very, very costly material. So, and this is the silk, you can see the construction. So this is how to produce the silk fibrons and this thing. So specifically from silk fibron, rather than making use of silk fibron to the silk sarees, silk fibron is used for making the artificial organs. When I took the charge after completing 37 years in Shivaji University as a professor of material science, then after my retirement in 2006, I was appointed as a Vice Chancellor of the D.Y. Patil University, Kolhapur. And in that D.Y. Patil University, Kolhapur, when I took the charge in my presentation to my management, I told that I wanted to make D.Y. Patil University is a medical shop of the body organs. And medical shop of the body organs, specifically the material which is needed, the silk fibroin, this thing. And from silk fibroin, you can make bio composite. It means that silk fibroin sari or silk fibroin thread can be melted, made into liquids, and make the nanobio-composites, So silk fibroin bio-composite based, and same time it is used now. Since we are talking about the energy, so I'm concentrating on how the silk fibroin is being used for energy conversion and storage device. So rather than using silica solar cells, here we are just producing that silk fibroin can be used for nanocomposite based on energy conversion and storage devices. Specifically, silk fibroin, we look at the silk fibroin properties, it is a very strong piezoelectric material. It is very strong, pyrolytic material. And with this thing, it means that when you apply the pressure, remove the pressure, there is a production of electricity. So it means that this phenomena of pyrolytic phenomena can be used to prepare a nano-electric generator. So rather than using any other thing, it's a very, very important thing. It is being revealed in the recent years. So good research has been done. And silk fibroin, here you can see that the potential silk fibroin is the various electronic applications. Friends, at present, there are not many electronic devices, but the main problem is how to dispose of the after decay. So there's a environmental problem. But here, because those are made with the many poisonous material. But here is the phenomena. During the last 3-4 years, a lot of research has been done in the silk fibroin for the flexible electron. Friends, based on my book published on the silk fibroin and research work that I have done, I was invited as a plenary speaker for the international conference in the Australia. At my beginning, that is when this particular FDP was applied. At that time, I was in Australia. Ubale madam contacted me in the Australia, and then we prepared the thing. And so I was invited. So this silk fibroin can be, I gave the lecture. I united to do the lecture in the Australia. Specifically, I gave the lectures in 3 different Australian universities, which are in top 100 university. And here you can say very fantastic. As I told you that when I became the Vice Chancellor, I declared that I wanted to make D.Y. Patil University as a medical shop of the body organ. It means the friends, you can see that with the help of silk fibroin, the product from the farmers, that is maybe the marble plants and silk, you can see that all these components can be fabricated with the silk fibroid. So rather than for Solapur, it's a very, very important, rather than going for silk saris and other things, you can take the only thing that you have to start some research. So made some roadmap for science and technology roadmap. So with the help of silk fibroid, you can make all part of the body organs like this silk fibroid. And so here at the same time, you can see that the body, specifically, these are the devices, thermoelectric generator, as I told you, piezoelectric generator, tribal generator. It means that energy, self-sufficient can be. Then you can say that this body heat that can be used as, so this is this thing. So with the help of silk fibroin, one can make all these things. So our main concentration at present, we have organized recent last year, organized 2 international conferences, silk fibroin and sericulture resources. This thing. So it's a very, very important thing. Similarly, this is the piezoelectric phenomenon, as I told you that piezoelectric generator. So friends, with this, apply the pressure, remove the pressure. Here, the new technology, innovations in the new technology, with this thing, specifically, we can design the tridirectional generator. And this tridirectional generator, if you put it, on the surface of the tires of the motor car. So when the car moves, so when there's a pressure, apply the pressure, remove the pressure. As the car moves ahead, on the tire is moving, so it will be make that these things on the tire, it means that it produces the electricity. So without I just like put the hydrogen water and run the car. So like that, without petrol, without energy, you can make your car run. So based on this is the vision, specifically science and technology roadmap for the 21st, for the Viksit Bharat. So we have to concentrate on the piezoelectric generator and make the nano generator and run the car without petrol, without, fuel cells. This is another, that is tribal generator, piezoelectric generator. So this is another design that is here in the Srinagar Institute. We have initiated many more projects, specifically making use of the silk fibroin, making use of such kind of devices. Friends, at the same time, you know that the electricity production of the that is the thermoelectric, the thermal power station. In case of thermal power station, we are using the coal, burning the coal, producing the steam, and with the steam, we are running the generator. So in this case, we are producing a lot of CO2. Friends, here is the device that is silk fibroin. If you consider the silk fibroin and drop nitrogen in silk fibroin, and then that silk fibroin is very, very strong. Solar energy, very strong solar energy absorption. And you can see that when you make the, this particular evaporator with solar generator, you can produce the steam within a few minutes, and then that steam can be used for thermal power station. So we can save the coal, and so solar power generated, and that is possible only with the doping of nitrogen in silk fibroin, because the doping of nitrogen in silk fibroin, it has a very large conversion efficiency of solar to thermal conversion efficiency, and we can make it. Silk fibroin, graphene oxide, nanocomposite for solar thermal distillation and electric power conversion. So this is the thing he can use it. Here we have made, you can made the, just that similar to the electricity generation, there is a drinking water problem. So here, we have designed this particular project, that is solar steel, and we can solar energy, we produce the steam that goes there. And here at the top, we are putting this, the generator, Seebeck effect, based on Seebeck effect. We can produce the inside temperature and outside temperature different. Due to difference in temperature, there is electricity generated, and that electricity can be produced at the same time. The water can also be purified. So it is a dual device that can operate it. And here at the bottom, as I told you, that silk fibroin doped with nitrogen, this material can be, I'm sprayed at the bottom so that solar energy will convert and the water will boil and we can produce the heat energy. So this is the science and technology roadmap for Vikasit Bharat. It's very essential to go for this. So this is the, here you can see that sunlight, you can walk. Here the pure water, so blackish water can be made the pure water. At the same time, one can use the electricity generator. So this is this thing. Similarly, you can see that this is the principle of the how the cold on one side cold and hot side. This is a principle of generation of the. So this base student must be trained, educated, and made aware of such kind of devices so that one can go for this. At the same time, this is another Seebeck effect, Peltier effect, nano generator, they are there. Similar at the same time, supercapacitor is very important. Supercapacitor, again, the application of silk fiber. Supercapacitor people, they build the supercapacitor, but to charge the supercapacitor, you need the electricity. It means that you use the electricity, charge the supercapacitor, and then you can store the electricity. But friends, rather than making external energy, we are predicting a device where one can make the silk fibroin at the temperature, and the silk fibroin with itself, applying the pressure and removing the pressure, one can produce the supercapacitor and store. So self-charging device can be made with this thing. So this is another thing, that is microbial cell for the dielectric production and these things. How to prepare this thing? So purification of water, this is that is there. So here you can see that silk fibroin, as I told you, that silk fibroin, Solapur, the silk industries. So rather than going for these silk sarees, you can see that it is a water solubility, the biocompatibility in this. And with this silk fibroin, one can make, here it is, the different devices, just like I told, tribal generator, and then, okay, the fiber based on a PEG, and the different device, sensor. So a lot many things can be done. And all these things, they were discussed in our international conference organized at Srinagar Institute, Solapur. Friends, it's very essential, especially for young generation. Now, here is another very important, that new technology, innovative technology, innovative indigenous technology, that is photonic application. After making even silk sarees, after making silk sarees, dyeing, making beautiful color, And but we don't have the guarantee that sari will last for more than 2 years. But here you can see that the inbuilt biophotonics, so silk cocoons can be made, colored cocoons, making use of the nanobio-composite this thing. So here you can see that we're making use of silk fibroin, one can be the body organs. So these are the dental, all the things they are there. It means that in science and technology in the near future, silk fibroin, it is nothing but produced by the farmers, that is rural technology. And for that rural technology, the silk fibroin, sericulture. So silk fibroin based biodegradable wound dressing material. So the project sanctioned by the DST, so that the project is there. So this is the how that we made wound dressing material. At present, the silk fibroin, silk cocoon, 500 per kg. That is the price. But if we make these devices from this, we can get 100 times more income for the farmers. Only thing that we do the technology institutions, college like your college like Archer College, maybe the technology engineering college, they must concentrate silk science and silk science engineering. So this is the thing. So these are the three things that are there. And friends, during the COVID-19 to 2019 to 2023, so there are lot many patients specifically treated by both the allopathic as well as the Ayurvedic components. So at that time, I was working as a research director at Baramati. So we had developed a nasal oil drops with based on the this Artemisia pellenia dauna, and we cured more than 1,500 people COVID-19. Now you know that after completion of the COVID-19, so there are so many problems with the post-COVID problems. But the two patients treated by the Artemisia pellina all Ayurvedic thing, so they have don't. So I wanted to have we made some work on nanotechnology application in medicinal plants.
Sir, sir, just a minute. There is some other voice also. I think one more program is also going on.
I don't hear. Here is not right. I'm in the person stay here campus. So this is the okay. Based on these things, recently we have because of the Bharat, because when we talk about the science and technology road for the Vikasit Bharat, in continuation with the earlier efforts, research going on, Srinagar District, Solapur, as I told you that 2 international conferences, sericulture, this thing. At the same time, as I here in the month of March, we have planned for innovative technologies for rural development and their commercialization. Organized on 3rd to 5th March 2025, steps towards Vikasit Bharat 2047 green technology. Here I have made the emblem. So this is the conference, friends, those who are attending this particular, FTP workshop. So I appeal that here are the technologies. Here you can see that just I told you the silk fibroin, this thing. And then similarly, this conference is organized in collaboration with the Solapur University, PA Solapur University, at the same time, the National Research Center at Pomegranate. So 3 institutions, first time, 3 institutions, big institutions, national institutions, they're coming together. And I'm the chairman of that particular, activity. And based on this particular work that we are doing at this thing, so we collector of the Solapur district is very happy, and he's eager to support some research related to the farmers. And so we are working on some other problem. So this is the conference that we are organizing this thing, to preamble this thing. There are 4, this is a multi-mega event, because to meet towards the Vikasit Bharat, specifically on one side is a conference, on the other side there's a skill development program, and then farmers program we organized in this thing. Similarly, this 3 program is for the 3 days program, along with their industrial exhibitions is there, this thing. And then similarly, you can see that at present, whatever work I do here, there's a very innovative idea started at the Srinagar Institute Solapur, that UG research scholars. I selected from UG 60, selected 1 out of 1,500 students. We conducted their interviews, we conducted the I mean, it's test. That is what you have heard and what you have seen and what you understood. Based on that, we selected 60 students. So whatever I have told, it is not my work, but it is being done by my research scholars and here at Exchange Institute. So these are the research scholars here. You can see that here is myself and my other colleagues. They are there. So this is a very good program is going on, and there's good response from the BTech students, specifically participating. Is a movement. It's a movement. And so this is the, okay, this usually scholars, okay, this is another thing. Whatever we done, I'm glad to let you know that hackathon and this thing, we have got the first 3 prizes continuously, 3 prizes for the whatever the work we have done for the silk pipe drawing, this thing. And Anil, I mean, you can see here, Gadkari, for this thing, my students have got PhD students at Diva Patel University. They got the first, second, third, all out of 19 prizes, all 3 first prizes they got to my student here in the country. And this is, I mean, Abhinan Patil, you can see that these are the things. So similarly, this is 3 grand panel, this thing. So this is my another group at Baramati working on this thing. So similarly, this is my as I at the introduction, I have produced 78 PhD students, 52 from Shivaji University and 26 from the Diva Patil University. Friends, I am very happy to let you know that last year, at the age of 78 PhD is a coincidence, 78 PhD student awarded PhD degree. And these are my PhD students from both from Diva Patil University as the Shiva. This is, whatever I am explaining is not my work. It is the work of my PhD students, what they have done there, this thing, with their support I'm going. And so thank you very much for patiently listening these things. Now it's open for the discussion.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you for sharing your knowledge, learning, and practical applications on the topic science and technology road mapping. Sir, you have very intellectually dealt with different topics like what are the challenges of 21st century, how India can emerge as a developed country, what problems will humanity face in the upcoming 10 years, and the possible solutions. Initiatives that even the government is taking to resolve these problems. Even you beautifully presented that nanotechnology as one of the solutions, the various alternatives that we can use for generating and saving energy, and the concepts of new indigenous technologies. It was really a great learning from you, sir. Now we move on to the question answer session.
Yes, ma'am.
Participants are requested to ask their questions. They can either type in the chat box or raise their hands. Now the session is open for questions.
Open. Delete. Okay. Yeah, thank you. Take it.
Yeah, participants can raise their hands or you all can even type it in the chat box.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
This is Dr. Panchashila.
Okay.
So your session was too much energetic. As
Oh,
I
thank you
can,
very much. Thank you very much. So I must be grateful to you for giving me this opportunity. If you have not given me the opportunity, I could not explain all these things. So it is a good that I must thank you. On the contrary, you and your principal for giving me the opportunity to give this new thing.
if I consider your age, so definitely the energy is multifold.
Oh, thank you very much, madam.
I have one question for you,
Please,
sir.
please, madam.
You are working in silk fibron, right?
Yeah.
So can you please throw some light whether silk fibron can act as a mediator or bio-nanocomposite for the medicines? Because my area is anti-cancer, preparation of anti-cancer drug. So there are some diseases like pancreatic cancer, which cannot be curable. Now
Yeah.
the drugs are not available for it. So can you throw somewhat light on that, whether the silk fibron can act as a mediator for this?
Okay, I think it's a good question, and it's a new more applications of silk fibrin. Madam, I'm glad that, okay, for the audience, perhaps audience doesn't know that, Madam, first, along with the madam and our myself, we have submitted a project to Sure. And in that particular project, how the silk fibroin can be made use of in preparation of the medicine. I think this particular, I could not cover that particular, topic in this lecture, but I'll be covering more detail in my another lecture, that is pharma trend, a global trend, where I'm going to explain the application of silk fibroin medicinal plant, basically drug deliveries. Scaffolding is very important. Madam, silk fibroin is a bio-nanocomposite, and that is it's a very biocompatible material. It's a non-cytotoxic material. Specifically, at present, there is a big problem with the cancer. If you go for the WHO, the World Health Organization report, the maximum deaths they are with the first maximum death with artificial, that is atherosclerosis, that is heart diseases. Second maximum deaths they are due to the cancer, and specifically in case of the cancer, after operation, removal of the blockages in these things. So in that case, a treatment, chemical, the radiation treatment, as well as chemotherapy or radiation therapy, they're very, very painful. So when you go for the chemotherapy, specifically, the drugs are given, and the drugs they've spread all over the body. And they're so painful, so painful. At the end, maybe when the patient is the third stage, he or she says that, no, stop all this thing, let me die down peacefully. And that is only because of the drugs. So in case of silk fibroin, one can make the scaffolds. And in the scaffolds, one can put the drug inside a scaffold. And these scaffold, nanoscaffold, again, it is nanoscaffolds. And these nanoscaffolds, they are biocompatible, non-cytotoxic, it has effect. And we are putting the drug inside this. So drug delivery can be reached there. And then for drug release, this silk fibroin can be doped with the magnetic nanoparticle. And due to the magnetic nanoparticle, the scaffold with silk fibroin doped with magnetic nanoparticle, and the drug will be separated. And in order to release this drug, then from the external side, you can apply the AC magnetic field. So due to the AC magnetic field, that container will vibrate, and then drug will be released as and when you need it. So without spreading the drug in the whole body, so here in this case, in our Diva Patil University and in my leadership, the painless curing of the cancer. And can it's a painless curing of the cancer, it means that that hyperthermotherapy and the thing which I will be covering this. But at the same time, here in case of drug delivery, drug release. So whenever we need the drug release, whenever wanted to transmit the drug, wherever we need the thing, then can be made with the help of silk fibron. So silk fibron is a very good material to prepare the scaffolds and these things. And so your topic, that is specifically the cancer drug, preparation of the cancer drug and transport of the drug delivery is very, very important with related to your project. Maybe I will give more explanation in my next lecture in these things. It's a very good question, this thing.
Thank you so much, sir. You have explained very nicely drug loading and unloading process in short period of time.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Okay, so there's a question from one Dr. Joseph in the chat box.
Yeah.
Yeah. So sir is asking, what about the stability of silk fiber and which protein is found in silk fibroin?
Oh, I'm very nice to, listen or heard the name of Dr. Jogat. He is my good friend. Earlier, we had a lot of association with Dr. Jogat. So specifically, lifetime in all this silk fibron. We just can't, due to the, number of slides they are there, I have cut down. So silk fibron is the strongest material, unicorn to the steel. So very strong material. Regarding the durability of the silk fibron, you know that the silk sarees, they are not, degradable. At the same time, it is used for with the biocompatible non-cytosine. So it can be used for this thing. So it has lifetime, is very long time. It's a good material, biocompatible, non-cytosine. So that can be used there, this thing. Maybe in the next lecture, when talk about the medicinal, I will be giving more explanation on this question. So Professor Joga, thank you very much. As I have heard your name after a long time, Dr. Joga and myself, okay, maybe work together many times this thing. Thank you very much.
Yeah,
Hello, sir.
thank you, sir. There's one more question in the chat box. Yeah, someone wants to speak.
Hello.
Oh, hello.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Good evening.
Sir, I'm Dr. Wagish speaking.
Okay.
Sir, we were together at Simagat.
Oh, yes.
Sir, actually, I'm basically from civil engineering.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
How
hearing
are you,
your.
sir? How are you, sir?
Fine, thank you, sir. Fine,
Thank
thank
you
you.
very
How
much.
about you, sir?
I have heard your noise for a long time. Please, okay, your question, please. Sorry.
Sir, actually, see, I am basically a civil fellow, no? See, you were talking about scaffolding and all.
Yeah.
See, scaffolding is the rigidity will be more.
Yeah.
In civil engineering. See, I don't know much about medicinal aspects, all those things. In our civil engineering, whenever we use scaffolding, no,
Yeah.
the rigidity will be more. But
Yeah.
it is going to be used in the body. Therefore, there we need elasticity.
Yeah. Specifically regarding the use of silk fibroin here might be, I know that you were here in the civil department. Now Dr. Tapkire has taken over. And last week only Dr. Tapkire and myself have discussed that is to prepare in the cement and all the things, if you put the silk fibroin to increase the strength. And then we are thinking of submitting a project to the DRDO, Defense Research Development. So you can make the tent, very strong tent with the cement, not a thin layer of the cement and composition, silk fibroin composition. Because silk fibroin is a very strong material. And if we protect from the bullet, so people that thinking to make the silk fibroin, the smart dressing material. So smart dressing material, it means that if you make use of silk fiber composite, specifically vinyl composite, then even the person may protect from the entering of the bullet, this thing. And similarly for the border, specifically at the India. So we wanted to apply the project on the DRDO, making use of the cement tent, mixed with the silk fiber, so that the bullet will not go into the tent and our soldiers will be protected. So that is a project that Dr. Tapkire and myself, we are thinking. Dr. Tapkire has given a PhD program to make the cement with the cement block.
What about the cost effect, sir?
Cost effect, okay. You see, silk fibron is produced by the farmer, and that is from sericulture industry. So in that way, the cost at present 500 rupees per kg. The farmers, they are selling the cost of the silk cocoon, which is made for this. So cost is since it's produced in the village by the farmers, and lot of this sericulture farming is going on. So cost is that may be very less. It not be that much costly.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much.
Sir, there's a question from Dr. Vinay Kulkarni. Sir is asking, like, can silk fibroin be scaffolded for stem cells?
Yeah. Because specifically when I was working at the DY Patil University, my aim was just like when I talked about the cancer, the painless cure of the cancer, that's one of the target for one of the objective of our group. At the same time, another target was the operation-less removal of the blockage in the heart. And for operation, because you know that when person knows that I'm a heart patient, it means that he knows that now my heart will be opened and I don't know what will be my status. So that is the fear to the patient. So in that case, specifically, to remove the scaffold, as I told you that the magnetic nanoparticle can be embedded with the silk fibroin, because silk fibroin is a very strong, at the same time is a biocompatible, at the same time non-cytotoxic. So skin scaffold, I mean the silk fibroin scaffolds, and then magnetic nanoparticle, or then maybe DC that put it. When you that silk fibroin scaffold containing the magnetic material, when it goes there, then we can apply the external magnetic field, so that will start vibrating. And when it start vibrating in the artery, so it will remove the blockages. And then you can cure, rather than opening the heart, removing the blockage in the heart. That can be made with the magnetic nanoparticle embedded into silk fibroin. Further to add, when we are removing this blockage in the heart by this vibration, by the nanoparticle embedded in the silk fibroin, because silk fibroin is the only material which is very compatible by compatible. So then there will be some damage with them, and in order to reverse the damage, so there will be stem cell repairing. So in my DY Patil University, I have started along with this thing, because DY Patil University Medical University. In Medical University, we had a 850 bedded hospital, 400 MDMS student, 600 MBBS student, 400 senior doctors, and I was the vice chancellor of that university. So whatever related to the material science and this thing, we initiated there. And so our target was operationless, remove the blockage in the heart, painless curing of the cancer, like that. Some programs were added. So silk fibroin, remove the blockage, is a very good technology. So whatever work we have initiated 10 years before, now if you go visit to the DY Patil University in Kolhapur, you will see that it's very, very flourishing like anything. As I told you that my first meeting with the vice chancellor to my management, I wanted to make DY Patil University, that is the medical shop of the body organs. If you go now visit this thing, whatever I planned and developed, there's MSc medical physics, MSc stem cell research, PhD program. Let me tell you that I'm very proud that one of my students, Dr. Nana Thorat, that he worked with me, he was an MSc physics, solution physics student, my university, in Shivaji University. When I joined the DY University as vice chancellor, he joined there with my PhD. I gave the problem in multifactor intensity research that is develop the hypothermia therapy or magnetic nanoparticle hypothermia therapy. And then we have produced a good number of papers. Based on that, he visited he was selected. He had got many things. Then he was working at the Oxford University. And you know that during the COVID crisis, whatever, the vaccination developed, he was one of the leading scientists. Friends, after his work, this thing, you will be surprised to know that in India, there are many more FRSC, FRS in chemical science. But Dr. Nana Thorat, by virtue of his research work in medicine, which have started in the DY Patil University, and paper which have published, and later on he carried out some interest in the medicine. He is the only person in India who has recognized the FRS in medicine. He's the first person this thing, and I'm very happy. And student, we have trained the student in this passion like that. That's fine.
Yeah, thank you, sir. We take up one last question, which is from Dr. Joseph. Sir is asking whether, if possible, to elaborate silk fibroin in edible coating.
Yeah, we have not done any work on that, but silk fibroin has many more optical properties, but edible and that are not studied. Maybe it is a good topic. Maybe sometime if I could maybe we'll discuss more on this, because he is a very good researcher, and he's always like to do something new. So, sir, certainly we'll discuss on this issue. Presently, I don't have much knowledge about this, sir, but we do some experiment this thing. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. Thank you, participants, for your thoughtful and introspective questions, which led to a fruitful discussion. As we sum up the first session of day 1 of the FDP, I extend heartfelt thanks towards our guest speaker, Professor Dr. Shivaji Pawar sir, for sharing his knowledge and enriching us with a wide spectrum of ideas. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. We will resume the next session sharp after a 5 minutes break.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Ma'am, will you please give me a screen sharing option? I'm next presenter.
Yes, sir. Okay. Yeah, sir.
Dr. Kshirsagar.
Yeah, ma'am, will give.
Samsung SMX610 maybe. It's mine.
Yes, ma'am, yes. Zokare, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, ma'am. Make ma'am.
First, you may introduce ma'am's.
Let me check first. Let me
Ma'am
check
wants
first.
to check whether.
Okay.
And the
Okay.
annotation, sir. We need to
I
disable.
will stop sharing so that she can
Fine, yeah.
share.
Yeah, let her try. We can
Okay.
keep our
Just a
slide.
minute, ma'am. I'm doing. Now you can try, ma'am.
I'm trying. I'm on tab. Will you please help me?
There is a share option, ma'am.
Yeah, I'm on it.
Yeah.
But sharing option, it is not showing me my screen.
No, after you click it, you will
Start
get
now.
the options. Once if you click the share icon.
Just check.
No, ma'am, not yet.
Not visible?
No, ma'am, not visible. Is the PPT open?
Yeah, PPTs are open. I'm on tab. That's why I'm facing a little problem.
No, that shouldn't
So
be a
that,
problem.
yeah.
After you click share
Me
option,
sessions.
you just need to select the PPT.
No. I have downloaded. I'm opening this PPT directly from my social media. It is not getting downloaded actually.
Have you sent it
Save
to the coordinator? Yeah.
Save to download. I have saved.
Yeah.
Let me check
Saved
once.
it. Okay.
Now document from downloads. Here document. Final file. Unsupported document type, please select an image or PDF document. It is asking me to
Ma'am,
send PDF. Yes.
ma'am, you just open that file and then come back to Zoom app and
Yeah.
then click on share. It will ask you which window is to be shared. Then you select that specific window.
Yeah, that is happening on the laptop, but on tab it is not allowing to do that. I am with tab. Hello.
I think on phone or tab also it will follow the same process. Just please check once by clicking on share what it is showing.
Clicking once I'm going to that, it is saying that it is not supporting file. I
Okay,
gone for the down.
what is the file type?
PPT. It is asking me to go for PDF.
Actually, it should share. Alternatively, you can send it to our coordinator and it will be shared from our side.
Yeah, best way. To whom shall I send it to? Bye, madam.
Ma'am will share it to Zokare sir. Zokare sir, you please take up and share it on your side.
Okay, okay, sir. I will speak from my side.
Or otherwise, I will switch to laptop.
Ma'am, if it is possible for you to switch on laptop, that will be a better option because from our side we can do the host management. But if it at all it's not possible, then we will do it from our side. No problem.
Okay, I will switch to laptop. Give me 3 minutes.
Okay, ma'am. Okay.
Okay, there's an announcement for the participants that the feedback link of both the sessions will be provided at the end of the second session. So in the chat box, you will receive the feedback link you can fill up for both the sessions.
At the same time, I think, ma'am, it will be an attendance also. So we are noting attendance on Zoom also in the participant list and at the same time on the form, that is feedback form also. So at both the places, attendance will be checked.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, ma'am. Now it is visible.
Okay.
Yes.
With a full screen?
Yes,
now it is shown. Yes.
Okay, I have converted it to PDF and then.
Sir, we need to disable the annotations. It's enabled.
Ma'am, just see on your screen where you have shared the screen. On that, whether you are
Annotations,
getting
I should stop.
annotations, from that you disable the annotation for others. Is it there?
I am checking. No, it is not visible to me.
On the top, you will get one bar. on which there will be some options related to your
Mute,
presentation.
start video, stop share, participant, and more. More, when I click on more, there are captions.
not-
Yeah, I can.
No, not there, ma'am. On the top, on the top, on the top, one small bar will come.
Yes,
There, see if there is some option to disable the annotation for others.
it is not there. Maybe for tab, it is not there.
Okay, fine, fine.
Just check it
Uh,
from your end as a host. Is it possible? You can go for it.
Zokari sir, if you can check or transfer host to me, I will once again check. We checked it from our side, but we were not getting the option. But we can recognize who is annotating. So sometimes by mistake, some people keep the screen on and it gets annotated if they have kept it in a pocket. Fine. We'll check from our side also. Just.
Right
Yeah.
now,
Shall I
it is
stop
not
sharing?
showing
So
on
you
screen.
can start your.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Zokari
Yes,
sir,
ma'am.
please transfer the host.
Okay, sir, I'm doing. Doble, sir.
Okay.
I
Just
transferred the.
just
Okay.
1 minute. I'm checking. I think through the settings only we have to do it. So fine, for the current session, we'll go on with this. We'll have to do it from the portal, web portal of Zoom sign in. From that, we have to disable it. But fine, we can identify who is annotating, so we can take care of it.
Can I share the screen now, sir?
You just and reclaim the host, sir. You can be the host now.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Ma'am, you can start sharing again.
Ma'am, let's start the session.
Yes, ma'am, we will start it now.
Dubey sir, is it done?
Ma'am, done from our side. I just said to ma'am also. You can start sharing and we will start.
Okay,
Zokari sir, stop your sharing.
Okay, I'll proceed. Yeah, welcome you all to the second session of day 1. I welcome our guest speaker, Dr. Vidyarani Shirsagar, for this online ATAL FDP day 1 second session. She is an academician who has skillfully brought about a confluence of research and academics, enveloped with a societal approach leading towards resolving real life problems. I'd like to introduce you all to our today's guest speaker. Dr. Vidyarani Shirsagar is an accomplished academic and researcher in civil and environmental engineering with over 18 years of teaching experience at Sweris College of Engineering, Pandharpur. She holds a PhD in civil engineering from Solapur University, specializing in biogas technology with a thesis focusing on performance improvement through feed management and design modifications. Dr. Shirsagar has held various positions, including lecturer, assistant professor, and associate professor. She has been instrumental in institutional development as the head of the Civil Engineering Department, President of the Institutional Innovation Council, and coordinator for NIRF and IPR Cell. She has published extensively in reputed journals covering topics like biogas digester optimization, CFD simulations, and sustainability in biogas technology. Her significant achievements include a patent on an improved biogas plant design and successful completion of funded projects, such as developing IoT-based devices for environmental and agricultural monitoring. Ma'am's efforts have earned her numerous accolades, including the Best Teacher Award and recognitions like Avishkar 2016 and Invention 2016. She was also a member of the Board of Studies for Civil Engineering and has contributed as a syllabus setter, paper evaluator, and flying squad member. With expertise in sustainability, innovative engineering practices, and extensive leadership experience, Dr. Shirsagar is a distinguished educator and a pioneer in advancing practical solutions for environmental challenges. She is currently serving as an associate professor in the Civil Engineering Department while holding dual roles as the Dean of Research and Development and Vice Principal at FabTech Technical Campus, College of Engineering and Research, Sangola. It's a privilege getting to know such a multifaceted personality from academia. I now invite Dr. Vidyarani Shirsagar ma'am for the expert talk on the topic, the role of patents in fostering innovation, balancing, protecting, and public access. Now I hand over the session to ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. I will share the
Yeah.
document.
Yeah.
Visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Allow me to start my camera.
You can, ma'am. Zokare, sir.
Yes, ma'am. I'm
Yeah,
allowed.
ma'am has access to the camera. No?
Okay. A warm greeting to all of you. I hope nobody is sleepy. Okay. I'm very much thankful to the Orchid College management and coordinator of this 5-day FDP. Today, we are going to discuss one topic, the role of patents in fostering innovation, balancing protection and public access. Before we start, I would like to tell you a patent and innovation. These are the two things which are working hand in hand. If there is a innovation, definitely we can go for the patent. And if there is a patent, it will be give you additional benefits. What are these additional benefits that we are going to discuss? And ultimately, how to balance that protection and how to give the public access to the development of society. That part we are going to discuss in this today's session. So fundamentally, I would like to start with the overview of the intellectual property rights. That is, usually we call it as a IPR. What is the IPR? It's a property rights, or the IPR are the rights given to the person over their creation of their minds. It's own creation. Whenever we go for the thought of or the their own thought, and out of that thought something is coming out, that is called the creations. And usually the IPR belongs to the person's mind creations. Okay, and if we file the patent, then we or the IPR, It gives us an exclusive right for a certain period of time for his or her own creations. And that creations can be saved as your property itself. It can be a tangible creations, intangible creations of the human intellect. So concludingly, I would like to tell you the IPR is nothing but the outcome of the human intellect. And we usually call that this is my property, this house is my property, this land is my property, something, this mobile is my property. The way we are calling that to these things as my property, which are visible in, or we can say these are in a physical form available. But with respect to our creations, mind creations, thought processes, or the novelty came out of our thoughts, that can be protected with a legal document is usually called as IPR. I hope you understood what is meant by IPR. Simply, it is a new thing created by your own mind, and that you have filed as a legal document for a certain period of time. I'm going to explain all those things in detail also. Okay. So IPRs are usually of 4 types. What are these 4 types? First, we can discuss. It is a patents, trademarks, copyrights, and trade secrets. These are the 4 parts or types we can see as an IPR in the form of IPR. Different things in a different type. So one by one, we will discuss what are these different IPRs. First IPR is the patent. As just now we have discussed, patent is a legal document. I have new idea in my mind. I have drafted it in a proper format, and then I can go for the Indian patent website, and then I can complete my proper procedure. That procedure pattern is also covered in your FDP in a few next sessions, few of the sessions. So how to go for that legal documentation? But once you have filed there, that document in a proper format, proper forms are there, and then it can become a legal document which can give you an exclusive right that is yours. This is yours. That creation is of your creation. Okay, it may be coming out as a product, it may come as a service, or it may be sometimes process. So that can be considered as a patent. So it is doing something in whatever you are doing in a different way, something new way than the other's way, which is already existing, but you are doing in a something way. That can also be a patent. It offers a new technical solutions. There may be problem or there may not be problem, but your way of giving idea that may give a different technical solution. It may be easier, it may be costless, or any kind of benefit to the society is giving, that can be considered as a patents. What happens if we go for the patenting? If our idea we have filed as a patent, then it will give you a money. It will generate a money. How it is going to be generated a money? Something new you have created and someone want to use that new generated product or service or process. In that case, he or she has to take permission from you. And that permission, for getting the permission, that person will pay a money for you. So that way it is going to give you a money. Okay, that is creating a money for you. There are basic eligibility criteria for filing the patent at the registration forum. Okay, what are these basic criteria? First criteria is it should have a novelty. Novelty in the sense some newness. You have number of things in the world, but that things every time new thing is coming in front of you. If it is the new one process, it may be process, it may be product, whatever is there. But if it is new, then it can be considered as a patent. So first criteria you should go for. Second criteria is non-obviousness. Non-obviousness, when usually non-obviousness means some unexpected outcome is coming out with your efforts. At that time, you cannot say this is my patent. sometimes example I would like to tell you. Medicine. Okay, Viagra medicine. This was invented. Viagra medicine was invented for by that patent. The researcher, he has invented that medicine for the purpose of controlling the hypertension, or we can say blood pressure of the human being. But when that used, the outcome or the result came that it is being used as a disinfectant purpose. So that is obvious outcome. Something was expected and something new is coming out, but he cannot claim for that purpose also. The first purpose can be claimed, he has created. Okay, so that is nothing but the non-obviousness. And the third basic criteria for filing the patent, industrial applicability. You are doing something, your brain you are using, but there Dr. Bhagesha is suggesting something shift completely. Is there any issue to visibility?
On our screen, it's visible. Dubey, sir?
Yes.
हाँ मैम.
It is visible now completely. The PPT is
हाँ,
there.
yes, it is completely visible. There is no
One of
problem.
the participants is
Dr. Bhagesha is suggesting
has
something
texted, push
continuously.
the video towards left.
They can do on their own,
Maybe
ma'am.
Bhagesha sir,
हाँ,
maybe
it's
issue is
maybe
with
it's
your
on their
device
screen.
that is not here.
He need to arrange. Yes.
It may be issue with his device.
Yes. Reorientation of the screen he made.
Yeah. What I was telling, industrial applicability. Whatever new creations you are doing, you bringing to the society, it should be useful to the society. Then and then only it can be considered. Otherwise, there is no use of society, no use to society. Why it is going to be accepted? So the third criteria must be full as a industrial applicability with respect to patent. Okay, so there are 4 types of patents. First is the utility patent, design patent, plant patent, and provisional patent. So utility patent and design patent are the common types of patents we are using in our actually in as an academicians. So I will discuss these 2 types of patents in detail. But first of all, I will discuss about the plant patents. What is meant by plant patents? A new variety is created. It may give a new variety in the sense, same. You can say brinjal plant. A brinjal plant, it's a new variety, which is in taste form, in lifelong, its a life is going to be increased. Its strength is going to be increased. That can be considered as a plant patents, new varieties. Okay. Then the fourth type of patent is the provisional patent. What is this provisional patent? So many of the time what happens, we think something, and while thinking, we are coming to the conclusion, this is very important part, I should file a patent. But what happens? We are not confirmed whether this is patentable or not. We are doubtful about our own creation. But at the same time, if someone listens, someone sees, or someone else in someone else's mind, there is a same idea, and he went for the publication of patent. At that time, you cannot claim this is my patent or this was my idea. You cannot claim. So in that case, one provisional adjustment is being done, and that is called a provisional patent. So in that case, you can file a patent, and the status will be visible as a pending status. And this will be allowed to continue for the next 12 months. Before the 12 months, if you are confirmed that this can be patentable, you can write a patent in a proper format, then it will belongs to you. And if you are not able to complete this task before the 12 months from the filing date, then it will be you will lose your right. That is nothing but the provisional patent. Okay. So I explained about the plant patent and provisional patent. Let us discuss about the utility patent and design patent in detail. What is the utility patent and what is the design patent? Utility patents protect the functional aspects of a useful invention, whatever may be the functions. Okay, robot or the floor cleaning robot. It can be considered as a functional aspect, that robot is helping us to clean the floor in a nice way, that whatever is there. Okay, that comes under the utility patent. Whereas design patents protect the aesthetic features, how that robot is looking. It is in round shape, sometimes it can be flat, sometimes it can be like a human being. That shape, but the operation is same. Operational part will be considered as a utility patents, and the aesthetic look part can be considered as a design patent. Okay. A utility patent protects how an invention works. That is what I told you. Operational part will be considered as a utility patent, while a design patent protects how an invention looks. Okay, I have this pen. Are you able to visible this pen? This is a pen used for the using it for the tab. Okay, its operation is that I can use it only for this particular tab. This is the operation. Okay, but how it is looking, what is the color, what is the finishing, okay, that comes under the design patent. Utility patent protects new or improved inventions, processes, machines, or compositions of matter, whereas design patent protect the unique appearance of an invention, including its shape, configuration, ornamentation, or its coloration. In one product itself, there were the number of patents. If this is a mobile, okay, in this mobile, you are using different functions, but it is not like this. This mobile itself is one of the patent. N number of patents are included. How to open the screen, that can be one patent. Okay, so how to open the screen, I can give you a little more example. Earlier days, we used to use the button mobile, QWERTY keypad mobile. Okay, at that time, to unlock that screen, what we used to do, first of all, whatever may be the 1, 2, 3, 4, and enter. Then it will open. Then new invention came. What is that new invention? 1, 2, 3, 4. The moment I am clicking on the 4, it will open up. There is no need to go for the enter button. Okay. So likewise, there are number of inventions can be included in one of the product. Maybe design or maybe utility patents are there. Grant exclusive, that utility patents. With respect to utility patents, I would like to tell you, an inventor can grant that exclusive right for 20 years. Whereas in a design patent, that right belongs to 15 years. Utility patents require periodic maintenance before that. So in earlier, so I can say once again, utility patents can be granted for 20 years. In the first slide itself, I told you it is an exclusive right for a certain period of time. That certain period of time is nothing but for utility patent, it can be 20 years. For design patent, it is 15 years. Plant patents, again 20 years. And for provisional patents, it is 12 months. Okay, so that is what the certain period of time. For utility patent, require periodic maintenance fees to prevent the expiration. After 20 years, you are supposed to pay fees if you want to continue next. Okay, and that fees may vary from patent to patent, from then Indian patent, US patent, different prices are there. It can be varied. Whereas design patent do not require maintenance fees once it is granted. Utility patent protects the functional features of an invention, and the design patent prevent competitors from copying the overall look of the processes. Okay, sometimes processes or sometimes, design patent for the shape, color, and the finishing, you can see. So this is the difference between the utility patent and design patent. I hope you understood. So not included in the site, but I would like to tell you, if you want to file a utility patent, you are supposed to go for the 1600 rupees for the Indian patent office as a payment amount. For the design patent, it is just 1000 rupees. But for utility patent, there are the multiple steps. For utility patent, you are supposed to file first, then publish, then examination, then final grant. But in case of design patent, once filed, it will be granted in rupees 1000 itself. Okay, this is another difference between the utility patent and the design patent. So certain examples we will discuss here for the utility patent and design patent. So the IKEA's automatic lacing system. This is one of the example of utility patent. Okay, we use the sportman you are using the shoes while playing the football or any game. So mostly we will talk about the football. But while playing, when the shoes are weird, sometimes there is a contraction, sometimes there is expansion. And because of that, uncomfortness is getting feel to that particular player. And that problem was identified by the Nike, and then they have developed automatic lacing system shoes. So what is happening here? These shoes are making that particular player to feel comfortable while walking or playing. So when there is an expansion, it will be getting automatically expanded. And when there is no need, there is simple movements are there. In that case, contraction may be there. And when there is contraction, again, it is fitting. If there is no expansion, and because of that you are wearing larger size shoes, you will not be feel comfortable while walking or the playing. So that issue is overcome by these Nike's automatic lacing system shoes, which make the player to comfortable for longer time. Is it? So this is one of the utility patent invention or utility type of patent. So there is a process. The entire system is changed instead of only design. Okay, so this can be considered as one of the utility patent. Then the next one is the apparel with pocket. Another example I have taken for the under the utility patent. In the apparel with this, there is a panel and pouch. In between that pocket has been created. Usually pockets are required to keep the small things, pen, pencil, then handkerchief, while performing the work. So earlier there were the apparel, but in that there was no pocket. So someone came in front of that and found that there is a problem while performing the experiments or while performing any work, which usually in the laboratories, there is a problem of having the keeping the things which are small things, and sometimes we are missing or mislocating. At that time we can keep it. Very simple function is there. At this juncture we are thinking this is very simple, but when it was invented, it was really new thing and it was useful for the user. Okay, so this way you can say it is a utility patent. So we will discuss some design patent example. Okay, this is an iPhone or the Apple. So they have claimed this is our shape. You can see this is a particular logo, then shape, then glass finishing is there. Then sometimes matte finishing will be there. So that design, appearance, color, particular color, with the front face different, a backside different, that can be filed as a patent, but that can be a design patent. Another example we can take, suppose this is a pen. While writing with this pen, you are facing a problem of grip. You are not having proper grip. It just a slight change at this location can be made, which will help you to hold this pen properly. And holding properly will give you another design patent. So simple modifications in the appearance, color will be filed as a design patent. Okay, so any device. So nowadays, basically design patents are for the attraction of the customers. So another one example we will see, this is bottle. This is what kind of bottle? It is usually used for the Coca-Cola or the such types of drinks. Okay, so in 1915, you can see this was the design. In 1923, this is the design. And in 1937, this is the new design. Okay. Something went wrong. Yeah. So these are the different designs. Slight change in shape. Amount will be remain same or may not be. That is the different story. But slight change in shape. Appearance is changed. Control holding positions are changed. And that is giving you a right to that design belongs to you. Okay. So nowadays we see on the online purchase that we usually prefer to use such a products from the online, because a variety of shape, variety of color, variety of uses are available. Okay, so this is for the customer attraction. A long time when you are using same thing, you are getting bored, or you are not feeling that this is something crazy. To make you crazy, the industries used to go for the changing the shape, changing the size, changing the patterns or the appearance, we can say, and that is nothing but the design patent. Okay, so once you file a patent, it will be your identity. So example, we can see Bisleri bottle. Okay, very commonly it is being called as a Bisleri bottle. Whether it is a Bisleri bottle, it is a mineral water bottle, is it? But very commonly it is being called as a Bisleri bottle. So that brand has made its a name very high, and every single mineral water is being called as a Bisleri water bottle, Bisleri bottle, is it? So this can be, everything can be patented, but only thing you should think about while designing, the infringement issue should not be created, that someone else talent you have stolen and you are using it as a your own. So another type of IPR is the trademark. Second type, first type we have discussed a patent. Second type we are going to discuss the trademarks. So trademarks, it can be written as a trade space mark, or it can also be written as trade dash mark. All those things will be come under as a trademarks. Okay. So what is the trademarks? Especially, it consists of recognizable sign, design, or the expression that identifies a product or service from a particular source and distinguishes it from others. It is used to distinguish our business, goods, and services. Basically, through trademarks, we can understand what is the source, where from it has been come. There may be some words, symbols, or some names, some taglines that can be considered as a trademark. So here itself, you can see some examples I have presented before you. This is an apple. A single movement will give you, this is a Apple company. That product may be different product. Any of the, it may be mobile, it may be tab, it may be laptop, whatever is there. But the moment you see the sign, you can say this is belongs to Apple company. Then Google. The Google's first patent is writing how to write a Google. You may be aware or not. The Google's first patent is how to write a Google. There are the 6 letters GOOGLE, and how to write a first G, then how to write a second G, and then color code. It's appearance. Is it? So this is another type of trademark. Okay. Likewise, the Microsoft or the IBM. The way it has been written, someone else can write a IBM in a different form, and they can say this is our name. Name can be copied same as, but they cannot copy the way they have written. Is it? Then that will belongs to that particular company. Then Walmart. By looking at the sign, symbol, or the tagline, we can say this is belongs to particular that company. Save money, live better. This is the Walmart's tagline. That is also being trademarked. Okay. So sometimes this trademark can be written as TM in a circle, or it can be written as a R in a circle. So TM in a circle is the unregistered trademark, whereas registered trademark are considered as a R in a circle. Okay. So here you can see at the Google, TM, only TM is written. It is also allowed. The way Coca-Cola is being written, is it? So many of the times there is infringement of the styles also. Parle-G, we have seen the Parle-G. Parle-G is a brand. We for a longer period there was no question whether Parle-G is, what is the Parle-G? Only Parle-G. We used to consider Parle-G. Parle-G is nothing but the biscuits. It is one of the type of biscuit. But earlier days, it was being asked a Parle-G. I used to eat a Parle-G. That way people are saying, is it? So likewise, how to write, how to present, or what is the style of writing the letters, that can be trademarked. Some signatures that can also be trademarked. Okay. So this is about the trademark. Now let us discuss the copyrights. What is the copyright? Copyright is a type of intellectual. Again, this is the third type of intellectual property right. Okay. And it protects the original work of authorship. So a very good example of copyright is a book. We used to write a book. Author used to write a book, and that book belongs to that particular person, is nothing but his copyright. Okay. It gives an exclusive and legal security to that particular copy. For once it is copyrighted, it can be distributed, adapted, displayed, performed, or it can be given to anybody. But through that, it will generate a money. Audiovisual works such as TV shows, movies, online videos, books, sound recordings, musical compositions, etc. that can be considered as the examples of copyright. Okay, copyright can be written in this manner. C in a circle, that is a copyright, or like this, a stamp can be put over here, that can be also considered as a copyright. So a very good example of copyright I would like to tell you. A song Shantabai, which was very popular once upon a time. So song Shantabai, it was written by Sanjay Londe. Okay. It was written by him and published by Sumit Company. When he sold that song to Sumit Company in a few thousand rupees, whereas Sumit Company earned in crores. At that time, he started feeling uneasy and he started asking that this is mine, how you should have given me more than this. But he cannot claim competently or legally, because Sumit Company has taken, excuse me, sorry. Sumit Company has taken that song with a proper documents, and that documentation was done under the copyright. Okay, that loan has sold against that particular lines, you can say. So that is what the power of copyright. That is what the power of trademark. That is what the power of patents. So once you want to make that thing yourself, which are not, many of the times these are not in a product form, at that time you should have to go for the filing the IPRs. It may be copyright, it may be trade secret, it may be patent, or okay. So next one, we are going to discuss the trade secret. What is the trade secret? Usually it is being used in the industries. They derive their value from being kept the secret. In case of earlier three types, what are the three types? Patent, copyright, and trademark. So when you want to publish before the society or to the society, at that time it should be filed a proper documentation, and then it can be considered this is yours. Okay. Whereas in a trade secret, it may not be open forever, but it can be considered as a trade secret. Unlike others, means usually under this, there are the formulas. Okay. So for every single day, they may use a different kind of formula. Likewise, Coca-Cola. The taste derived or the taste prepared by the Coca-Cola for this drink, mint drink, that will be different for them. You cannot copy it. The amount of salt is added, amount of sugar is added, that can be patented. That is called the formula. And that comes under the trade secret. Okay. So trade secrets, under trade secrets, there may be knowledge, it may be access, there may be instrument, advantage, privacy, confidential work, or the formula, data, processes, information, protection, investment, or any kind of business. Usually in the businesses, okay, there are the tender notices. So while publishing a tender is published and you are quoting the amount. The amount you have quoted is a trade secret. It is not necessary it should be disclosed. Is it? So that amount will be trade secreted, and that's why it may help you to get that particular tender. Okay. Likewise, this I told you about the Coca-Cola. That example can also be considered as one of the trade secret type of invention. Okay. And then there are certain examples about the trade secrets, secret components or formulas, manufacturing or processing methods, business plans. I used to tell this example. माझी आई ज्या पद्धतीनं भाजी बनवते त्या पद्धतीनं भाजी तिचं ट्रेड सिक्रेट तिनं 10 वेळा मला सांगितलं तर ते मला जमणार नाही कदाचित. इज इट? So that formula is given by her to me or not. That is her jurisdiction. Okay. Then R&D information, customer supplier list, marketing plans, IT system architecture, unpublished promotional materials, information regarding business opportunities are the different types of trade secrets. So concludingly, I'm going to explain the difference between the trade secret, copyright, and patent. Trade secret protects the name of the business or product plus any drawings, logos, whereas patent protects the process of making the new product. Nobody can copy it without the permission of the patent owner. And copyright protects any musical, artistic, or literary creation, including movies and TV ads. So simple difference through one slide is presented over here. I hope you are understanding. Then the next part of my talk is the balancing protection and public access. Okay, definitely it is important to file the patent, file the trademark, file the copyright, because it has to give you right, exclusive right, or to create a money. But at the same time, it should be open to the public. Public should get the access. So that is nothing but you are supposed to balance the protection and public access. So because of protection, what are the additional benefits the owner is getting? The primary objective of that copyright law is to protect the interest of authors by preventing unauthorized reproduction or exploitation of their works. Sometimes what happens, unnecessarily it is being used. Or exploitation is happening. To avoid that, we are supposed to go for the copyright. It ensures that the creators can reap the benefits of their intellectual efforts and maintain control over how their works are used and disseminated. Sometimes misuse is also possible. So for use purpose, there should be permissions. And so if there is a barriers for the use, then it may go for the proper use or for good purpose use, and that there may not be misuse. That's why there should be a legal documentation needs to be done. This legal protection incentivizes creativity and innovation by providing creators with the assurance that their work will be safeguarded against unauthorized use. Okay. However, copyright law also recognizes the need to balance the exclusive rights of creator with the public interest. And this balance is achieved through limitations and expectations to copyright protection. One significant limitation is the concept of fair use, which allows the use of copyrighted works without the author's permission under certain conditions. So usually we used to see for the publications, research paper publications. We have published a paper that means it is our paper. This is mine paper. With proper procedure, I have published. But for use purpose, that once it is published, every single person has to take permission from the publishers. And while submitting the paper, we are signing document through which we are giving right to the publisher that they can decide to whom it can be given. Is it? Though it is your own creation. Are you getting? So this way, this will help to balance the use of patents. Creation is important. Until and unless it is not being used by the society or it is not getting helpful to the society, there is no use. But it should not be unauthorized use or unnecessary use, or it should not be misused. And that's why we are supposed to file the patents, we are supposed to file the trademark, or we are supposed to go for the copyright. Okay. So which will protect the unnecessary use or misuse of the your intellect. So this is about the various types of patents and its usage. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am, for your wonderful session. Now let's open it up for the questions. Participants are requested to ask their questions. They can either type it in the chat box or raise their hands. Ma'am, for now, I think so. There's a question from Dr. Sanjay.
Yes, please.
Madam, actually, my
Yes.
question was related to the what is the cost for each type of patent, official cost, because in the market so many extra prices and cost are they are taking for as a what we can say services to us. But what is the official cost and what is the process for registration? Any good services or like that? So you can highlight on that.
Yeah. Actually, I'm confusing about your question, whether you are asking about the cost of the filing patent or use of patent. Can you
Yes.
please clear me this confusion?
Actually, I am asking about regarding the cost of each type. We suppose trademark. What is the official cost? Then for utility patent and design patent, what is the official cost? Like that, I am asking.
Okay, sir, for filing the particular patent, there is a 1600 rupees cost for the normal purpose. But if you are asking about the use of the patent, that use of patent for study purpose, it is free of cost. But if you want to use it, sometimes license subscriptions you are going for. So that can be decided by that particular publisher. It is not by the, or sometimes it can be decided by the owner. That is the mutual understanding between the company and the owner, the creator. Each one can be differentiated. Each one can be varied.
Okay, and for idea patent, suppose only the idea I want to patent. So for that, what is the cost or process? Only the idea.
You have idea, it may be POC or it may be prototype, whatever is there. To file a patent, file it as a patent in one of the type. There are 4 types of patents I told you: utility patent, design patent, plant patent, and 4th type. So 4th type and 3rd type we will forget. Either it will be utility patent or the design patent. If it is the utility patent, the cost for the registration is 1600 rupees for the normal process. And if you want to go for the fast track process, in that case, you are supposed to pay rupees 4100 rupees. And for design patent, only 1000 rupees.
Okay. And one more question I want to ask that is related to after suppose now my 5 to 6 patents are already published then granted also. So if I want to what we can say technology transfer this granted patents and how to what we can say after granting what should be the process that can you highlight on that?
Technology transfer. For the technology transfer purpose, there are the actually in while filing the patent, there are different types of forms. Form number 1, form number 2, form number 4. To whom you want to, if you are making innovator as your institute, there will be different type of form. If you want to make yourself as a inventor, in that case there is a different type of form. But when it is granted and you want to transfer the technology, in that case again it depends upon the type of patent or the value of that patent in a market, means how much it is useful. And that the third party and yourself, there will be mutual understanding how much you want to make the cost. And there is a proper form, and that you have to submit that form to patent office, and then it can be transferred, that technology can be transferred to the third party in a legal form, illegal way.
Okay, in future if we want to carry out such kind of work, who will be the right person for the what we can say as a
IPR
guidance?
consultants are helping in that respect.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir. Yeah, there is a question from Miss Pooja More. Yeah, ma'am is asking like, how can we raise copyright issues?
I don't understand question. Can you please ask her to
ma'am
elaborate
is
the question?
How can we raise copyright issues? Pooja ma'am, can you unmute and ask the question? Ma'am needs a bit of clarification on this question.
What exactly you are expecting?
Yeah, ma'am, she's asking like, what is the process to raise copyright issues?
Issues in the sense whether it is copied, and that's why she want to raise the issue or file a case against that particular person.
Yeah, ma'am. It's the same. If someone has copied.
Okay.
So
Someone
what is
has
the
copied,
process?
then simply you can file a case against that person, and then infringement case will be filed against that person, and then there will be penalty to that person. And penalty you can suggest to the court, and court can decide whether it is actually okay, or you are filing, or you are making too much high. That can be that judgment can be taken by the particular court.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Yeah, there's one more question from Dr. Reema Ajmera. So ma'am is asking like, when we file patent, consultants are charging very high fee.
Yeah.
What can be done in such situations?
Actually, consultants are hiring around 50,000 to 75,000. That is very huge amount. But once you file a first patent, then you yourself will become competent in that, and you yourself can start your filing the patent. In today's session also, in your FDP also, I think one session is arranged by Mr. I don't remember the exactly name. He will tell you how to file the patent. I can also tell you there is a procedure. There are a number of videos on the YouTube also, how to file the patent. You need to study little. And once you become competent, you yourself can file a patent. The very important thing in that is how to draft the patent. Drafting of patent is very important. And for proper drafting, you can go for read and read option. Means what? You can search certain number of patents from the patent website, which are similar to your patent, and then learn how they have written. Every single step you can learn, and then you can prepare your own patent. This is not big deal actually, but once you file a first patent, then you will become a competent. This is the way.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah, there's one question from Mr. Amit.
Yes.
He's asking like, can we take copyright for idea?
Yes, we can take copyright for idea, but you are not complete. You are not writing complete patent. In that case, you can go for fourth type of patent, provisional patent. You can say for a 12-month, you can keep your idea in a provisional patent form. You will be able to see status as pending status. But before 12-month, a complete patent you should go for.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. There's one more from Mr. Paricharak. Sir is asking like, what is the expected time for examination after RQ filing?
Usually 12 months are required, but there are two types, the regular method and another one is the fast track method. If you have gone for the fast track method, just now I told you, if you are going through the regular way, you are supposed to pay 1,600 for publication purpose. And if you want to go for the fast track, or if you go for the fast track, there you are supposed to pay 4,100 rupees, and it gives publication within a month. So same happens for the examination and then final granting. For examination, the next step you are supposed to go for the examination. For examination also, same amount of fees are there. If you want to go for regular, it will give you in a year or more than year also it will require. But there will be only 1,600 rupees. But if you will file it through the fast track, it will give you a fast result within a month or 2 months.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. There's Professor Aditya Dhoble who has a question for you.
Yes.
Are there any platforms that help in patent commercialization?
Yeah, platform exactly, I don't know. They're very good question actually. exact platform is not, I am not knowing. But usually what happens whenever you file a patent, then the readers are there or industries are there. Industry used to they are having their own R&D department, and there is a provision they are keep on searching such types of inventions. And when they found, the way I told you the example of Shantabai, okay, that person has created his own song, but he want money, so he sold to Sumit company. But Sumit company doesn't know if it is filed a patent at that time. Sumit company may get know through this particular website, and then they might have approached to this particular Sanjay Londe, and they might have paid a lot of amount. But instead of that, he approached to the Sumit company, and that's why he got less amount. So this two way it can be possible.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. We'll take up this last question from Mr. Anil Abhimanyu. Sir is asking, like, ma'am, can you provide official website or link to register for patent?
Sure, I will share on the group. One funny question I read, whether it is compulsory for the if something like this, I don't exactly remember this. One question was flashed on my screen, that whether this patent is useful for the PhD. Definitely it is useful. You are creating a new thing. As an academician, we don't go for the inventions. But in industry, that kind of inventions are very detailed inventions. But if you are filed a patent in during PhD, definitely it is a symptom or it is a show cause that you have created a very good thing. Publication is it is one step ahead than the publication of a research paper.
Yeah, ma'am. We'll take up one last question from our college. Otari ma'am has asked.
Yes, please.
Nowadays, people are filing patents for software applications.
Yes.
But what about the validity of such patents? Because the software applications are based on other basic software products.
Actually, what is meant by examination, you are supposed to understand first. Examination is the phase in a patent filing process or granting process. First, it is filed. Once filed, it will be published. Once it is published, in the sense, it is open to entire society. Anyone can read. And then there will be examination. During examination, one can claim this is not the new thing. Okay. The way she is saying that softwares are made multiple basics. It is the use of multiple basics. So in that case, one can claim that this is not the new thing. If it is claimed and it is not new thing, then it will not be filed as a patent. It cannot be accepted as a patent. But nobody claims many of the times, and that's why it is getting filed as or granted as a patent, and that's why these are coming out of the society. So it depends upon the society whether they are claimed for the newness or not. Does it make sense, Otari madam?
Otari ma'am?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. I think so. Yeah, no more questions. Anyways, I want to acknowledge the participants for posing questions which stimulated a truly productive and engaging conversation. Thank you, ma'am, for sharing the fine details of IPR. You very well presented the intricacies and technical nuances by covering aspects like patents, their various types, trademarks, copyrights, trade secrets, and so on. You explained through relevant and real life examples that made it more feasible to understand the concepts and the content, ma'am. Thank you very much. And I thank all the participants, all the organizers for a successful completion of day 1 of this 6 days FDP.
Yeah. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. And with the permission of the chair, I declare that today's session is over.
Feedback link,
Feedback link is provided in the chat box as well as on the WhatsApp group. participants are requested to fill up the feedback link because that will be considered for your attendance as well. And feedback link will be open by tomorrow morning 10 a.m. Am I right, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Ubala ma'am, can we now stop the
End up.
screen
You can end up, sir.
First,
okay.
stop the recording. Zokare sir.
Yes, yes, sir. Yes.
You were right. Stop the recording first and then
Photo is
end it.
not required. Cameras on.
We will
No
take,
need, na?
no need now. We'll take it on tomorrow also. In meanwhile, now we will